I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy! Oh, man!
Nuts. You thought?
Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon!
Oh, what's up, guys? Sorry, I'm sitting here, messing with the tree a little bit, and but yeah, we got a show to run today, and I'm back at it like a crack at. I probably should stop saying that, but I want to give thanks to Mr. Urban World. See, this guy goes on and on and on and on and on about Christmas, and I was actually gonna throw that thing in the garbage. Like, I had it in my hand, about to put it in the garbage, and Mr. Urban World came right in my mind, and I thought, I'm gonna set up my Christmas tree. So the Cowboy Epic Entertainment Studio now has the Epic Christmas tree. So thank you to Mr. Urban World. And guys, if you seen Purple Haze stream last week, I showed this live for the first time. So yeah, the beginning of November, I had my very own Christmas tree in the studio. So with that being said, first things first, let me feed the fish. They gotta get fed. All right, Cool. So, guys, what's going on? How you been doing? It's good to be back. Another Monday podcast. We're going to talk about some gaming today. If you're new to the channel, I'm just a silly guy to wear a cowboy hat, and I love to entertain. I love to walk around and do stuff like this. Yeah, I mean, guys, I can't help myself. Hits. Yeah. All right. So with that being said, guys, we got a show for you today. I know my guy FCat, he got a couple things he want to talk about. He's been waiting for the game Quantum Error to come out. And honestly, you know, FCat, the games you typically like, no one even knows what they are or no one talks about them. You like Immortals of Avium. I don't know if anybody heard of the game. I got a chance to play it. I thought it was cool, though. You was really interested in Quantum Error. I don't think nobody heard of the game besides Xbox fans because they were trying to troll Xbox fans by saying it's going to be better on PlayStation. And now they come out and their launch is being talked about as failing or something like that. So we'll get into that as well. Later on at some point, I want to do my Mortal Kombat Fatality rant again. But it was going to be a 4-part story to my rant. But now it's going to be a 6-part story to my rant. So it's going to be cool. It's going to be epic is what it's going to be. But I'll try not to make it go too long and stretch it out. I know before I was ranting and some people said, oh, you're ranting too early. You should wait a little bit. More people to come in. So I'll wait a little bit on my rant. But yeah. So with that being said, if you're new to the channel, just go to the homepage. You'll see everything you need to see, right? I got vlogs, so you see me, my life, my family, my wife, whatever. I got a crazy story for you guys that last Saturday, we went to Philly, went to a restaurant called Lucha Cartel. They have like the Mexican wrestler mask up. We had Spanish, Mexican food. And then our car got towed and it was a disaster. But we still had a great time. We went to a drag show. So I got a whole video coming. Crazy story. What else? Yeah, so you'll see, a lot of vlogs on here with my life, blah, blah, blah. And then as well as I do product reviews, movie reviews. So if I buy something, I like to review it. I got a bunch of things that I bought recently. I got some reviews coming, guys. Something in this package. Oh, yeah. Some of the workout heads going to like it because I bought the Ripstick. And so I can't wait to open this thing up. And every time I go to the movies, I do a movie review on any movie I go see. And sometimes I go see 40X movies. And apparently those are doing pretty good. 40X movies do better than my regular movies. What else? So yeah, that's a bunch of stuff on the channel. We talk gaming. Every Mondays is a gaming podcast. Every Tuesday is a reality talk show. So you get your gaming on one day, you get your non-gaming on one day, and then Wednesdays is Wrestle Wednesdays. Play the Wrestling League, WWE 2K 2023. And then Thursdays is Let's Get Random Thursdays. It just depends on what I feel like doing or what the people want me to do. Last Thursday, I took the day off. So we'll see. So anyway, now you guys know a little bit about the channel. Let's get into it because it's not just my channel. There's a bunch of people who come on the channel just to chat, talk, and whatever it is. So that being said, AndNowYourMommaKnows. So let me pull up a chair. I hope you guys pull up a chair. And we're gonna get into it. All right. What am I gonna say? Oh, I was looking for my Iron Man mouse. It was given to me as a birthday present by my guy, Josh Warren. All right. Let's see. My wife texted me. What's she saying? She asked me what I'm gonna do for dinner. I thought you were eating your leftovers. Oh, wait. She probably ate them already. I got more than her. All right. Anyway, guys, so I'm gonna throw the link out. Anybody could join. Just click on the link. You'll be pulled right into the show. and we could get right into it. So here's the link. Let me push this microphone a little bit back. All right. To join the show. Bam. There you go. So that's the link to join the show. I'm going to pin it. So anybody good, whenever somebody come in, it's right there. Let's see. So I got my man 503 in the building. Let's get it, boss. You, sir, will get. It was a little slow. Cowboy shout out. Quantum Era is greater than Call of Duty Modern Warfare. What a take. 503 Cat, please. So one of the things I put in the title is Call of Duty is coming. Guys, Call of Duty will be here on the 10th. Some people are playing the story mode already, so it's this Friday. And I think it's going to take everything by storm. Now, of course, you're going to have people hating, oh, Call of Duty, blah, blah, blah. But I think it's going to do good. Also, let's, you guys see the Christmas tree over there? See that? See that? Oh, see that? I'm getting in the Christmas spirit. Get that Christmas tree. All right, let's see. When the cowboy does a nip up equals fatality. You know what, man? I was watching wrestling the other day, Saturday, and I was like, I wanna brush up on my nip up, man. I really do. But FCat is in the building. Let's go. FCat, talk to me, man. Let's start this thing off. Do you want the floor to yourself, man, to talk about this quantum error?
That'll come up.
That'll come up. Not even Thanksgiving yet. Listen, man, people always like, oh, you're such a Grinch. You hate Christmas. Now I try to get into the Christmas spirit, and I got people like Christmas isn't here yet. Oh man. Anyway, all right, man. Well, look, boy, I got this rant, but we're gonna wait for this rant.
Pull up.
Huh?
Pull me up.
All right, here you go. Oh man. Mortal Kombat 1 DLC packs don't include alternate skins anymore. I did see I put a thing about that. So what are they saying? Alternate skins? Are they saying when you? I'm confused. So when I pick a character and you pick the same character, we get a different color. Isn't that the alternate skin? I don't know. What is alternate skin?
I'm not sure.
So feeling more and more like we all got scammed, but I'm not. I'm confused. So I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not expert in Mortal Kombat 1.
Well, I mean, so when you think of a skin, right? A skin is a different outfit for your character. So alternate
Right.
skin, like I don't know what this is saying. Let me see. 503 said Call of Duty will outsell any game again and be the best-selling game on PlayStation for the 100th year in a row. Again. TPG is in the building. Let's give him a hand clap. Go. TPG, what's up, man?
Not much. Just trying to figure out why the hell your stream was so short earlier.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is I was on the phone with Comcast, my internet provider. I think I don't even go by Comcast, so Xfinity. I was on the phone with them for an hour and 14 minutes on Saturday because I was going to stream Saturday morning, started my stream, and then it shut off. So I was on the phone with them, and
Does it again?
So here's the issue. Whenever I my
So
Wi-Fi
this looks like
is
some
weird. My
clickbait.
Wi-Fi, it's just like it's not stable. Like it'll be strong. I'll do a well actually I'm not getting as much bandwidth as I'm paying for. But yeah, like it just doesn't stay.
Yeah.
It just shut off. So like I thought it was something wrong with the PlayStation because I was like, well, whenever I stream on a PlayStation without it plugged in, it streams, it started getting laggy, and then it just shuts off. So, and I'm like, well, when I stream on my laptop, I stream Wi-Fi, no problems. But today, it just shut off. So,
So
that's why I
this
dropped
looks like some
Comcast.
clickbait cowboys, so I guess you can go ahead with your rant with this
all
in
right,
the
so this
background.
is clickbait.
Yeah.
I mean, well, it surprised me if companies didn't include alternative skins, but who knows these days. But
Yeah, I was confused. Like, what does that even mean?
You want to move on or you want to do your rant?
I mean, I don't know, bro. You ready for this rant?
you
Because
ready for this rant?
it's a 6-part rant,
Let's
and
go.
I gotta actually like pull up my rant, how I'm gonna rant. So
Man's already got a Christmas tree in the background. It's not even
yeah,
Thanksgiving yet.
yeah. So, would you want to do another story before my rant, or what, man?
I mean, I was gonna leave this on in the background.
All
I
right.
guess.
Well, I was just gonna put me on because I think this is gonna be, you know,
Christmas
all right.
season
You
started
know what?
November.
Let's just get my rant out the way. All right. So I think 10 people watching is good. So I'll put this up just to appease everybody.
Man the fuck up.
All right, guys. I gotta do this right. Okay. So just give me. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to do that.
He's getting the
Give me a
prep
little-
work ready.
Yeah, give me a little bit of time. All right. This isn't working out in my favor. All right. Okay, so here's how it goes. The reason why I'm ranting again is because I can. That's first things first. Now, if you're new to this whole rant thing, it started when I bought the Mortal Kombat Halloween Fatality. That was $12. So I thought it was $10 because when I went to buy it, it was $9.99. But I guess it uses crystals, and I got some crystals when my wife bought me the deluxe edition. So I guess they give you crystals already, red crystals. So when I bought it, it was $9.99. It made me spend $9.99, but technically it was more. So okay, cool. So it ended up being $12 is what I was told. So me personally, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just going to say for what it is. I like to buy things. I like to spend my money on what I want, right? And I'm gonna add part of that to my rant. So I knew like, I want it. It's part of Mortal Kombat. I gotta have it. It's like certain games, I gotta have everything. For instance, Prototype, my favorite game, came out, bought the deluxe edition. Certain games, I buy the deluxe edition. So this came out, bought the deluxe edition, and I found out there was a new Fatality. I gotta have it. I want them all, right? It's like Pokemon. Gotta catch them all. I want all the Fatalities. I want everything. All right, so I bought the Fatality, and then my buddy, Obi Rose. Some of you guys know him as Obi Rose. I like to call him Obi Broke Kenobi. So him and his friend Idea, but I like to call him Cheap Idea. So he's too cheap that you gotta take the L off. So he's not ideal, he's Idea. So they was messing with me, right? Saying that I got finessed. I'm a sucker for spending that much on a Fatality. So that's how the whole thing started. I like to call them the Poverty Pistols. So let me pull these comments up on the screen. So I like to call them the Poverty Pistols. That's like their wrestling name, right? You got Obi Broke Kenobi, and you got Cheap Ideal. Anyway, so the reason why I'm back up here is because I can. So I'm just going to go into my rant, but I'm going to say this when I break this down. So this is how I'm going to break the rant down. I got a 6-part story. It's like this. Number one, I went to the diner last week. My wife and I got 2 grilled cheese with bacon and soup, and it was like $32, and I left a tip, but it was just grilled cheese with bacon. So I'm just trying to say that means I don't watch my pockets like some people who can't afford it and some people who are too cheap. All right. Number 2, you guys remember a guy named Ray, the gaming cyborg? Great guy. I'm just letting you guys know when his birthday, so I met him, and his first birthday that came up after I met him, maybe it was the second, I gave him my Atari Jaguar. Yes, I still own the Atari Jaguar. He said he collects systems. That's one system he never had. I said, dude, it's just sitting in the box. I package it up, and I put it in the mailbox. and sent it to him. He lives in California. I live in New Jersey. We ain't even going to talk about how much it cost me to send that and put not security, but what do they call it? Put insurance on it, right? I just did that. Why? Because I don't check my pockets like some broke people or cheap people. Now, you guys know a guy named Wilson in the community. Wilson's a cool guy. He actually came to the community because of me. So we met because of Marvel superheroes or Marvel Avengers, and he came into the community because he was looking for. He found my Marvel Avengers community. He came into it, and everybody got to know him, love him. Good guy. Now, Stadia died, unfortunately, and a lot of people was like, what do I do? Well, Stadia, one of the things about Stadia was it was very, very inexpensive way to play video games. So, well, I'm not going to get too much into Wilson's business, but listen, he wasn't able to just pick up and buy something new. So the community came together, bought him an Xbox Series X. The community did that. Now, I had nothing to do with it. I didn't even know it was a thing. When I found out, I said, dude, let me buy you a game. I want to help to the cause. Don't you know, he said, and I said, any game that you're choosing. He said he wanted Call of Duty. Last year's Call of Duty. Don't you know he lives in UK? So me purchasing the UK version of Call of Duty was definitely more than $100. Not a problem. You know why? Because I don't check my pockets. I bought the man Call of Duty last year. Here you go. It's yours. Happy for you, bro. Good stuff. Now, fourth on my list. You know what's crazy? Part of the poverty pistols is Obi broke Kenobi. And he's getting, oh, bro, you got finesse. Oh, bro, you're a sucker for buying a Fatality. Well, don't you know that when Tekken Beta came out, the Tekken 8 Beta, you know what I did? I bought that man the Tekken 8 Beta from eBay. I bought him one, and I bought myself one. You know, and I believe it was $14.99, $15. So you know what? Because I'm not broke and I don't check my pockets. So I had no problem going in my pockets for more than the Mortal Kombat Fatality and buying him a copy and buying myself a copy. Now, number 5 on my list. Listen, some of the people I roll with. Just Saturday, we went out to Philly. We went to a Mexican restaurant called Lucha Cartel. They had all the wrestling masks up. You guys check the video. I'm going to put it out. We went there, walked out. The car was gone. So my friend, her car got towed. We was like, listen, what you going to do? Car's towed. I was like, well, what time is the show? So the guy who, one of the people who towed the car, the guy drove down the street. I ran, flagged him down. Yo, our car. He was like, oh, they're towing it right now. So it's not there yet. So we said, look, let's just finish our night. We called an Uber, jumped in the Uber, went to the show. It was a drag show. It was hilarious fun. It'll be in the video. We go there. It cost $12 to get in. Funny, $12. Paid $12 to get in. Don't check my pockets. So went there, had fun, jumped out, called another Uber, drove over to the place where the car was at. My friends paid over $300 and in the end couldn't get her car. You'll see it. It's in the story. I'll put out the video because I'm the most authentic person. So when I say something, you can see it in the video. So anyway, we had to catch the Uber to go from Philly, or not the Uber, Lyft, from Philly all the way back to New Jersey, right? It is what it is. Why? Because I don't check my pockets. So $12 that you crying about, both of y'all, that ain't me. Now, final part of the story. This wasn't even going to be a thing until Saturday night. And I got to actually show you this. So the whole thing is, the principle is, I will never spend money on something that's broke. My scenario is, if Mortal Kombat is broken, it's like a restaurant with roaches. So why would you still support it? However, the same guy said he would still go to that restaurant to buy a soda. Wait, so you would stop eating food at the restaurant with roaches, but you will still go there to buy a soda? Because what I said is, if your analogy is Mortal Kombat is a restaurant with roaches and is broke and it got bugs, right? Bugs, roaches. Why would you still spend money on it? That's what he said to me. But I said, you do realize you still playing the game is like you're going through the drive-through and they got roaches. He said, I would still go to a restaurant that got roaches if I'm just getting a soda. If they got the top on the soda. All right, now, this is it, and I'm about to be done. So on Saturday, I'm, just minding my business, right? And I'm about to show you guys this. So I'm minding my business, and lo and behold, this comes up on the screen. And I'm like, yo, this is wild, because the game with the most bugs I could think of, and this is what he said to me. I don't know why games will still put out content and the games is broken. Well, guess what? That's what they do. If you never played a video game before, that's what they do. I don't know what to tell you, but that's what video game companies do. They make stuff be broken, and guess what? They still putting out content. But I'm going to show you this. So I'm watching a wrestling pay-per-view. And this just goes to show, right? So I'm watching a wrestling pay-per-view. And I'm getting this ready. The question is, where did I put it? Here we go. And bam, this comes up on the screen. And I was like, bro, you can't make this stuff up. Because he's wondering, how could a company do that? The only company that would ever do that is NetherRealm Studio. Mortal Kombat should be ashamed of themselves. Look at this. The most broken, I'll make myself smaller. The most broken game I played in my life is WWE 2K 2023. Every Wednesday, you guys know I got a wrestling league. It adds about 2 extra hours on our night, because when you do a regular Irish whip, which means you grab somebody and throw them, the game breaks and it make the match end, and we got to start all over. So every time we play, we got to say, bro, don't do an Irish whip. Bro, stop doing Irish whips. Come on, man. Why'd you do an Irish whip? WWE. If Mortal Kombat's broken, WWE is damn near unplayable. But we come together as a community. We love it. We play it. We just tell each other, stop doing Irish whips. I was on Saturday, I'm sitting there, pay-per-view, during the pay-per-view, commercial comes on. WWE 2K 2023, Bad Bunny edition. And I said, I got to see how much this costs. It costs $9.99 for Bad Bunny. Now, Mr. Mortal Kombat, I can't believe they do that. If you just woke up yesterday, then you don't realize that video game companies make DLC and they don't care the state of their game or not, but DLC come out. This just shows that game, listen, if you play online, it's almost unplayable. But again, we just say don't do the Irish whip. Now, I just wanted to show that when he's like, oh, I can't believe this is, what do you can't believe? You never played a game before in your life? You never played a game that had a bug? You never had to play a game that had an update, day one update? So I just wanted to add this to my story, because I was like, yo, this is hilarious. Because this, to me, is a game that's broken. And I still play it. So when I seen this, I was like, bro, you can't make this up. And I know he's seen it because he watched the wrestling pay-per-view, so it had to pop up on the screen as he watched it. So anyway, I just wanted to say that, to say this. One, I'm not broke, so $12 don't hurt my pockets, okay? 2, it's something that I personally wanted, so I'm going to spend it because I wanted it, and I enjoyed it, and I still use it. Now, this is what I will say, what I don't agree with, and the reason why I'm still, and I'm going to leave it alone after this. My issue is this. I know he said it's the principle, and the principle is that why should a company make content if the game is broken or got bugs? That's not what I'm here for. What I'm here for is that your principle isn't my principle. So I don't appreciate him and his lackey telling me that I took an L and I'm a sucker for buying something I want and I could afford. Because I know some people just probably ain't going to buy it because guess what? Maybe they don't got an extra $12 sitting around. I don't know. But that ain't me. Actually, I got nothing in my pocket right now. So I'm just saying this. What I don't like is bullies, okay? it's okay to laugh and joke. It's okay to talk trash. And listen, it's okay to be a bully because I'm an individual. I don't want to control nobody. But my issue is when you try to control me. When you try to come down on me and tell me what I'm doing is dumb because you won't do it, that's a different story. Now, if we're cool and I'm like, man, I don't really got the money, and you're like, bro, it's silly if you buy that because you don't have the money. That's different because I told you I don't have the money. So why would I be going here spending something on something that I don't have the money? Right? That's us talking, confiding in each other. That's different. But nowhere did I say I can't afford $12 to buy a Mortal Kombat Fatality. Right? So I don't get why I'm the bad guy for spending $12 to buy a Fatality that I wanted. You know why I'm the bad guy? Because I do things that you can't do. And that's why I'm the bad guy. Like this. Yeah. See that spin kick? You can't do it. So I'm the bad guy. Yes. You can't do it because I'm the bad guy. Okay? So the next time you come pointing your finger at the cowboy and tell me what I can't do and what I shouldn't do, you're going to learn that the cowboy never miss. So if you're going to have a big mouth, just know that I'm going to close it. So for the poverty pistols, I'm done with y'all. Keep my name out your mouth and you won't get put on Front Street. And with that being said, and now your mama knows. I'm a cowboy! Oh, man. All right, guys. I think I took up enough time being silly. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a wrestling fan. And I just feel like YouTube allowed me to be able to have my own little wrestling league. You know, my own little studio, my own little, you know, I could put my cowboy hat on and come out here and be silly and laugh and joke and talk trash. And so, okay, I'm done. I promise I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave it alone. I promise. I'm telling you, the next broke individual, next cheap individual try to tell me. All right, I'm leaving it alone. All right, so anyway, guys, I'm done. And I'm bringing back none other than FCAT and T. Let's go.
So, did you have fun?
I mean, I guess. I mean, you know.
I love how you guys are like a schoolboy. Maybe.
So
You know what,
in
man?
a
When I was younger, I always wanted to be a wrestler. And I know I'm too small to be a wrestler. Well, look at Rey Mysterio, all right?
Look, dude, if Rey Mysterio can be a wrestler, anyone can.
You're right. But you know what's cool though? I think I like to take things and turn it into entertainment. And I know some people are gonna be like, you took it too far and you was messing with me. But I do come from a small town called Don't Start No More Be None. And I'm kind of like, you know, don't start no more be none. You can't tell somebody how do they respond to you, right? So if you walk past and push my kid down in the in sand, right? You push him down in sand at the playground. No, all right, let me take it back. Your kid pushed my kid down in the sand, right? All right, let me not say me because this is gonna be a bad analogy. So I'm watching two guys and somebody kid pushed somebody kid down in the sandbox, right? And then the father of the kid that got pushed down just kicked the kid in the face. That's wild. However, that didn't happen, guys. I'm just making up something. What I'm saying is, you can't be like, why'd you do that? My kid didn't, I didn't do that to your kid. No, your kid just shouldn't have did it. So you don't open the door if you don't want what's coming through it to come through. Now, maybe you didn't know that was going to come through. Maybe you didn't realize the Cowboys was going to be ranting for the whole 2 weeks and going on and talking about money and people are broke and all that. But you know what? You should just watch your mouth. All right.
So I kind of get it where Ideal's coming from. He's a part of these new gamers that are like, you know, they take the game as it is as it launches, and if it has bugs or issues or whatever, they're gonna criticize it, you know, forever. They're not gonna touch it, whatever. But in the same sense, like the game that started all this like unfinished, broken, buggy games things, Cyberpunk just got a
Really?
paid DLC.
Cyberpunk started all this?
Yes, Cyberpunk started
I
all
think
this.
broken games predate Cyberpunk.
No, definitely. But I think what he's saying is a lot of people choose Cyberpunk because it was super popular and it was a game that was broken for so long. Like even Sony took it off. Sony wouldn't sell it anymore. And so a lot of people try to choose Cyberpunk as like that new modern or next gen game, if you will, that was broken and they still made so much money. They actually lost some money, but then it made a comeback.
Well, Cyberpunk's pre-order sales apparently were so good that it cracked 10 million, even though it had the most negative reception out there.
I think that's
Yeah,
what
the
everybody said.
best
That's
version
the
of
thing.
Cyberpunk was on Stadia.
Yeah. Yeah, and that yeah, I mean, it was on Stadia.
Dude, for the record, I'm gonna say this right now: Cyberpunk, I think, is a hell of a lot better than some of those games that came out now, like Starfield.
I think my thing is this though. There's so many games that come out buggy, needed day one patch. My thing
Mm-hmm.
is this. My issue is this. I think what they were doing was generalizing, right? So there's the super techie fighting game guys, and they like the frame data and this and that. I don't even know what the frame data is. So for me, right, when I play Mortal Kombat, I just play it and it works. I'm able to go online, so they could break down like, oh, technically when you press this button, something doesn't happen. I only complain about the long juggles because I get mad when I get put in them. So for me, the game always felt like it worked for me. Now, there's a moment where I'm like, dude, every time I do this move, I feel like I'm not doing the move. They're like, that's because this extra issue or
That's why I
whatever. And I'm
can't get
like,
into fighting games, man. They're
yeah,
just too fucking complicated for my stupid brain.
yeah, so I think the thing is, everybody issue isn't the same issue because you would think like, bro, why you still play WWE? We like it. We're glutton for
Yeah,
punishment. We still, hey, Wednesday we're gonna be
dude,
playing for hours.
I love playing my GM mode and just ruining fucking NXT, making it intentionally bad.
And here's the thing though, you might not have the same glitch as me because the glitch seems like it happens when you have a lot of people playing online. So the Irish Whip glitch may never happen to you. So the same thing with Mortal
Well,
Kombat
it
is
also
that
depends of how they do their servers and everything. If it's like a dedicated server,
right.
but if it's peer to peer, that could create a whole
Yeah.
different list
And
of
so my
problems.
point is, their issue with Mortal Kombat isn't my issue with Mortal Kombat. So to the point where I'll be like, I don't want to pay $12 for a fatality. So that's my point. Like you can't generalize yourself onto everybody else. Like it's foolish to be like, well, FCAT went to McDonald's and his fries was cold. So I don't know why you will go to
Okay, well,
McDonald's and buy fries.
to be fair, if you go to McDonald's and you get cold ass fries, those employees need to be fired.
Hey, I
No,
bought
but my
I
point
bought
is,
Quantum Error, and that's slated
Oh, those
as the
employees need to be
worst game of
fired
the
too.
year.
but my point is,
FCAT,
if
I thought
you,
you were really into that game. What the hell,
hey,
bro?
he was talking about it.
But I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna explain everything, and I'm gonna show gameplay.
All right, so let me just go through the chat because I know I missed. I'm just gonna kind of scroll down and I'll jump on
But
anything
first, if you
that
pull me up,
I need to
we
pull
gonna
up.
jump into Xbox.
You mean L Bucks?
Damn. Let me see.
Some of the stuff we're gonna kind of touch on.
For the record, I kind of
from
actually
last
agree with
week.
I kind of agree with Chaos in the chat. Bungie sucks now. What
I'll
the
get there.
fuck's going on with them, man?
Yeah, some of the stuff we're gonna touch is some of the stuff from last week.
Oh
We're just
wait.
gonna
Let
revisit
me
with
give you
more info.
thanks, FCAT. Bro, I've been waiting to buy. I've been talking about Forspoken as my favorite game of the year. Blah blah blah. And bro, that was cool. You was like, "Oh, Cowboy, it's on sale right now." I was like, "Oh, for real?" So thanks, man.
Yeah, I'm actually
Did someone here just say
debating.
Forspoken is their favorite game this year?
Yeah, man. After all the games I played, me personally, I really like Forspoken. Now,
I think I
Spider-Man
might.
is definitely a masterpiece. I gave it a 10 out of 10. Nowhere am I giving Forspoken a 10 out of 10. But I'm not a Spider-Man fan. It's a amazing, great game. But I beat it. I never went back to it yet. But I bought Forspoken. After I already beat Forspoken, I was just jamming yesterday, running around and fighting enemies. So I just like the game, you know. So for me, again.
So yeah, I'm actually debating whether or not to get it tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Well, it is pretty cheap right now.
I've seen some videos. It looks okay.
I think for the price, it being only $42, $42.
Yeah, $42.
I think that's a good price. Like It's a lot of criticism. It's a different style game.
I think
It's
GameStop was giving it away for free.
yeah, yeah. If you got it a couple months ago, GameStop, man, you pretty much would have got it for free.
By
But
the way, 5.0, you need to watch my recent video about Sony. I went on a huge rant where I was like, man, this company's going down the shitter if it weren't for the good
We'll get
games.
into it. We'll get into it. But pull me up.
yeah, man.
Let's go into the Xbox first.
All right, let's pull this up. I'm still gonna be pulling up everybody's stuff on the screen.
So yeah, Roller Jerome is coming to Game Pass.
Damn, you know it's. Oh wait. I thought that was the. What was the Ubisoft game that was similar to this? That
No, this is this
I
is an indie.
swear I've seen this game somewhere. I just
Yeah, so you've
PlayStation gave it away.
seen this game at last year's PlayStation State of Play.
That's
This was the game that actually made me want a PlayStation.
yeah, I mean, I got to play that. I played they had a trial on PlayStation.
Yeah, it's
For a
kind of like
demo.
Tony Hawk with guns.
Yeah,
Tony
I mean,
Hawk
it's
with
interesting.
guns.
it's an
Let me
interesting
do
game.
Let me do a trick move when I do a trick shot on you.
Yeah, this is a big one coming up Game Pass. I'm excited.
Oh yeah, big game.
I'm also
Bigger
excited.
than
What,
Cyberpunk.
what's the game that was supposed to come to Stadia? And it remember it was a Ubisoft.
Oh,
game. Roller.
Roller Champions.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
That's different from this.
No, but I mean, it reminds me of that.
Yeah. But I'm also excited, Cowboy, because my game is gonna be getting a major freaking update.
Wait, which game is this?
Immortals of Aveum.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So they're gonna put in a new game plus and Grandmaster's difficulty. That's pretty cool. Also, there's gonna be a free trial on both consoles and PC coming soon.
Yeah,
It's up to
I
chapter 3.
think it's actually gonna be.
You know
That's
what?
alright.
Remember they said Forspoken and Immortals got an update. I didn't feel like Forspoken looks the same since last time I played it months ago.
So yeah, so I just beat 2 to 6 guys, and I did a couple of puzzles and shroud frames. I actually got the spell for the vortex spell, which is pretty cool.
I think that's cool, man. They gave you something extra. But let me say what's up to some people in the chat. Lions in the chat, Cubini's in the chat, Sarah Blows in the chat, Obi Rose is in the chat, Ronan is in the chat. Hold on. I seen
Now-
Kurt was in the chat. Neil J's in the chat. Urban, I think Urban didn't come in when I was up there talking, but Urban's in the chat. Josh, oh yeah, I seen that when Josh was in the chat. All right, just want to say what's up to you guys.
Now the only bad thing is, as far as resolution upscaling, I haven't seen or heard anything different in that front. Because on console, from what we know, this
Okay.
runs 720p and it runs 436p on the Series S. So I don't know. I don't know if they changed
What's your
anything.
thoughts of the game now that you beat it?
Oh,
you
shit.
got some extra content. Yeah.
Oh.
What's your final analysis, man?
Oh, it's still good. I mean, new game plus and more missions or whatever that said they're gonna put in. That's gonna be pretty interesting, even after I beat it.
Sorry.
And Grand Magnus difficulty just sounds insane to me.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I got to play. We'll get into it, and we'll talk about some games we've been playing.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Armor Core.
So here we go, Xbox stuff. Phil Spencer considers PlayStation and Nintendo users part of Xbox community. Now, TPG and Cowboy, do y'all feel like y'all in the Xbox community?
Fuck no.
No, I don't understand how.
I haven't heard someone call me the F word, or I haven't heard someone say they have had sex with my mother.
What's up, Jack 27, Cubini? Yeah, I mean, why did he say that though? How did?
Yeah,
what
like
was
what's the context to this? This is I only have heard this actual.
He pretty much welcomes everyone to the community after the Activision Blizzard deal and how they're gonna be on everything and.
So it's like
That's
welcome.
actually
I
sick.
guess that's it sounds like what he's trying to say is welcome to the gaming community as a whole. Xbox just happens to be a part of it.
No, that's slick because technically, when you think about it, right? If you're everybody who plays Call of Duty and now it's an Xbox game, welcome to the community.
Cool.
And want to thank my
True that.
man Dodge man for the $10 spot. He said, "How do you stream Xbox on YouTube?" You pretty
You
much
cloud. You do a cloud or
um
remote play.
remote. Yeah, I guess you have to remote play and play through like OBS or something like that.
It's you have to go through this whole different process. With PlayStation, it's just press share.
Or a
Boom
capture
up.
card, yeah.
No, you don't need a capture card. Just press share on your controller, set it up on your YouTube, and boom.
So we gotta get into Call of Duty, guys.
Oh God.
And unfortunately, it's looking more like that. This is a
Glorified
DLC.
DLC.
Yep, a
I swear to
DLC.
God, I heard somewhere that this was announced originally as DLC, not like its own standalone thing.
Yeah, so the launch of Modern Warfare 3, you have to launch Modern Warfare 2, which is basically under the same
Yeah.
Call of Duty HQ.
And isn't
thing.
Warzone kind of the same way? Because I remember playing
Yeah.
Warzone,
Yeah.
and it was like you had to start up Modern Warfare, but you had to click on the Warzone part. It's like
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah, I think the issue
Activision.
for me would be the large that like the large file.
How fucking huge the file size
Yeah.
is for these games. It's ridiculous.
So the campaign came out.
Yeah, that's right. I heard that it's
3 to
like
4 hours. Yes, 3 to 4 hours, and they're saying it's the worst Call of Duty campaign ever.
And isn't it $70?
Yes.
But then people will say that most people
20
don't
hours
play
starting to
the
look like a
campaign.
fucking bargain
Hold
now,
up,
huh?
hold up.
No, but hold
From
up.
my
A lot of
knowledge,
people say-
Cowboy. Wait. From my knowledge, Cowboy, Black Ops 4 campaign was the worst campaign because they didn't even have a campaign.
Well, that is true, but that doesn't count. But a lot of people would say that they don't play Call of Duty for the campaign. But let me ask you guys this in the chat. What's a good time frame for hours for a campaign? Me personally, 15 hours is my sweet spot. Like you give me a good 15 hours, I feel like I played a good amount. But
Yeah.
longer than 15 hours, I'm kind of like, So, 15 hours for me would be good. What about you guys? And what about the chat? You guys give me your hours. Which
Like in general or Call of Duty?
No, in general. Like, what's your perfect time frame for a campaign?
Are we also considering a price into the whole thing?
No, just your gaming experience, your entertainment, you playing a game, you feel like that was a good amount of hours, you enjoyed it, it ended, you was like, wow, that was cool. And you don't feel like it was dragging on, and you also don't feel like it was too short. Like, for instance, we're talking about this only being 3 to 4 hours, and instantly people are like, that's too short. But then you play something like Final Fantasy 16, and it's like 48 hours. Like, bro, that could have ended 30 hours ago. So, what would you guys say? And obviously there's no right or wrong answers. But what do you
first,
feel like?
3 to 4 hours is a big no.
Mm-hmm.
I remember playing Order 1886, and that was like 5 hours or something like that. It was a really, really short, and I was like, this should have lasted
Yeah. I want to say Sour Blow said what he means is Minecraft, Call of Duty, Diablo, World of Warcraft, ESO, etc. All games. So even if you're a different platform, you're part of the community. I would say I agree, but he didn't say that to now, right? He could have been said this because Minecraft and World of Warcraft. Well, no, I guess he didn't own. Well, I guess he could have been said this because of ESO and Minecraft, right? So why did he say this now? But I guess it just means they got so many IPs under their belt. Somebody
Sourblow's just
Xbox
basically repeated what you said, Cowboy.
As far as the answer to your question, Cowboy, I say 15 to 30 hours is like that perfect sweet spot for me. Because even after 30 hours, it starts feeling like it's a bit of a drag. Like, okay, you're either
we don't want to be Starfield. 100 hours.
Well, I think there's this. I think there's this kind of narrative problem for some people. It's like once a game gets past 30 hours, it's like okay, you're starting to think, what here could you cut out? You know, like, did
Right.
this need to be there? Why is this still happening? Stuff like that.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Spider-Man
It's
for
like,
me was like the perfect pace. Like it was
what was it?
only thing. Spider-Man for me was like the perfect pace. The only thing I would have done a little bit different is maybe done a little bit more, seeing Peter turn into a dick. Then oh suddenly it happens. It's like oh I kind of wish they would have built into that instead of like just
Okay.
suddenly happens.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah. Alliance said 20
so
to 30. Sour Blow said sorry. Lion said 20 to 30. Oh, he said it again. You guys are saying it depends. What's up, Dave? Green Eyes
yeah,
Jimenez. Hobie said 3 to 4 hours. Nah, that's wild. Personally, I think it depends on the story or the game for the hours. I mean, I honestly, I could come up with the answer. Like I said, Last of Us was great, but I loved it, enjoyed it. I mean, I could have shaved some time off. Final Fantasy was way too long. Spider-Man was a pretty good sweet spot, but I could have took 2 hours off of that. You know. So for me, I 15 hours I think is good, but I guess also it depends on how much is keeping you invested into that story too.
That's
So I
true
guess
too.
storytelling is really
so
important.
so question, guys. Do y'all think this Call of Duty got the Xbox tax?
Okay, so I don't know what
It's a
So
it's
that
a
basically means now that it's a own property of Xbox, it got crucified.
wait. What do you mean? I know it's a joke, but I don't get it.
Like the negativity from Xbox
basically
is
because
on
now
Call of Duty.
Activision's owned by Microsoft. People are going to be much more negative towards Call of Duty than they have
Yeah,
been before.
and
Uh,
also PlayStation fans are already saying this Call of Duty
Dude,
is under
I don't know how the
Xbox.
fuck the PlayStation community can sit there and say this is an Xbox game when the deal just went through like not even a
right.
month ago.
Right.
Yeah,
I
This is
doubt they have
actually
that much
being
fucking
made.
input.
It probably wouldn't even be Xbox property Call of Duty until
Well,
maybe like
okay, so
a
when you
year
start
or
up the
two
game,
now.
you start up the game, does it show Xbox Game Studios like at the start?
Mm.
It wouldn't. It wouldn't. It would
Yeah.
still say Activision Blizzard.
I think it's gonna be cool
I mean,
though.
it would still
So
say Activision,
as
whatever.
you guys know, I was always for the deal. I think it's gonna
Maybe
be cool when
Activision
you play
Xbox.
these games you've been playing for years and it comes up and say Xbox. If I was Xbox, I would make it come up big as hell. Like before
Well,
Call
it's
of
always
Duty pops
that
up,
quick.
it'd be like bam, Xbox Game Studios, and then it like throw up Call of Duty name.
So this is on the back of the physical.
Yeah, but that's a fact. That's it's not saying it's a
The
fastest
best
selling,
selling This used to be on the PlayStation. They used to say PlayStation best selling franchise on
but it's
PlayStation.
factual on
Well,
both
Now it's
sides.
Xbox because they took the
yeah, I mean,
marketing rights.
But
it
it's
makes sense.
factual on both sides. It doesn't matter. It's the fastest selling IP in general.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how
They're not going to put fastest selling PlayStation game on an Xbox case. Come on.
so we already know the campaign's bad. It's like they're saying it's some kind of DMZ war kind of thing
Mhm.
or Warzone kind of thing mixed up with the campaign. There's some missions that are like super short and ridiculous. We've already played the multiplayer. We know how that's gonna be. That's gonna be
Right.
usual
It's the
Call of Duty
multiplayer that we've played
multiplayer
for the last 10 years.
with the same maps from other CODs.
Kill
But
confirmed.
here's the thing: zombies needs to hit the mark. Do you agree?
I'm not a zombies player, but I know that it's very important for the community as a whole. So, zombies is
So
Well, this
zombies.
is a newer version of zombies,
no,
so
and I'll say this: I'm not a zombies player. Never cared at all. My wife's brother used to always, bro, play it with me. I used to play it with him, and be like, bro, I don't really care. But the most intriguing thing about this Call of Duty to me looks is the zombies. When I seen the open world zombie mode, I was like, oh, that looks really cool. So honestly, I'm like close to wanting to buy the game. Like I know a bunch of people said they're buying it, and it makes me want to buy it just to play it with everybody. But then I'm like, all right, let's be real. Am I really gonna like how much will I play it? So I don't want to like
Yeah,
just
are you
play.
buying it just because it's something you want to play right now? Or is it
Right.
because something you actually want to keep playing?
Right. Because
Okay.
honestly,
Okay.
I get my Call of Duty fixed by playing Warzone, which is free. I'm
I
not
got
gonna
my
lie.
Call of Duty fix just by playing freaking Black Ops 1 on a fucking 360.
So, so I have another question for y'all, and this is on the tip of the tongue of every COD
Okay.
gamer out there. So, Sledgehammer made Advanced Warfare. They made WW2. They made Vanguard, and they made this. All of them were flops and did bad. Should Sledgehammer be cut from Call of Duty?
How to say that again? Sorry, I was reading this comment.
Should Sledgehammer be cut from Call of Duty? They made all the worst Call of Duties.
You know what? I
But the
don't.
thing is, at the end of the day, Call of Duty still sells. So it's like, doesn't really
Yeah, I was
matter
Sure,
gonna
it
how
still
good the
say,
game
sells. I
is.
hey,
mean,
you hear people say this is the worst one, this is the worst one, but they still sell. I don't. I don't look at Call of Duty and know the difference between who made Treyarch or Treyarch and all the other ones. So I'm not a good person to answer that question. For me, I
so
just look at
Treyarch
every Call of
makes
Duty as
like the
Call of Duty.
Black Ops stuff. Infinity Ward makes the Modern
Mhm.
Warfare, Infinite
Yeah.
Warfare,
Yeah, I don't know.
Ghosts. Sledgehammer made Advanced Warfare, Vanguard, WW2.
Like me,
So
I'm
Dodge
person.
Man,
When I played Call of Duty, I was into more of the Black Ops side. I never really touched Infinity Ward.
my favorite Call of Duty was Modern Warfare 2 from back in the day, and that's the last time I was like a faithful Call of Duty fan. I did game. I'm gonna say this. The Dodge Man said just buy Modern Warfare 2. I game flight it last year and played it for a good little bit, and so I wouldn't buy it again. Again, like I said, I would just buy. I mean, I would just play Warzone if I really want that fix. But I
Just
think,
find a Call of Duty game you really like and just stick with that one. From what I've been hearing.
yeah. I mean, I don't really. I'm not really into Call of Duty, so.
Yeah.
But I think, you know what? Maybe I should just rent it and really stay with
So,
it.
so I've skipped World War II and I skipped Vanguard, and I'm glad that I skipped those.
Okay.
I'm debating on whether or not should I skip this one.
So how many has it been since you bought one?
I bought World Warfare 2.
Vanguard was a while ago, if I remember correctly.
Well, Modern Warfare 2 was last year, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You bought that one?
Yeah.
Oh, see, it might be like Dodge Man said. Just buy Modern Warfare 2. Maybe you're covered.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, Modern Warfare 2 it was
okay, let's
really
dissect
good.
it. Let's dissect this.
Oh wow, wasn't
Even
that
Modern
long ago?
Warfare Reboot was good.
Okay, listen, let's dissect this. Some people play zombies on Call of Duty. Some people play the multiplayer, and some people play the campaign. So the question is, are you the person that will buy it and you want to play so much of it, or are you the person that want to play the multiplayer? Or because what I'm trying to think is what's going to be different about this multiplayer from last year's multiplayer. What obviously
No
this got the
difference.
zombie mode. So if you didn't play if you got last one, they didn't have a zombie mode. So now maybe you could get this one. But somebody that may be able to help
Yeah,
us with this
there
is
hasn't been a zombie mode
Sour
since
Blow.
Cold War.
How's it going, guys?
What's up, man? How's it going?
Good.
Don't tell me Sour Blow's one of those guys that played the COD campaign.
I
So
don't.
he's
I'm
trying to
not,
get the maximum value of his game.
Yeah.
no, I'm not. I'm not really a Call of Duty guy. I actually played. I did play the last campaign, and it was because it was gifted to me. So I was like, yeah, why
Okay.
not? But it was actually it wasn't bad actually. I feel like the last
And
campaign.
Sour Blow, what did you mean? You said I think the review was done on purposely because I don't even know what the review got. So what
He's
Well,
basically saying it got the Xbox jacks.
no,
well,
no, no.
explain it.
That's not what I'm saying. Like specifically the IGN, that's the one I saw,
Hmm.
which they gave him before. If you read the
Hmm.
review, what I'm saying is, it doesn't correlate to someone giving them a 4. So I think they purposely did it to get the clicks and get all
But and don't they give it
all-
a 4 out of 5 though, right? So that's really good. No, no. Oh no,
Oh
it's 4 out of 10,
no, it's
right?
4 out of 10. I
I
think.
think if you
Oh,
score
dang.
out of a 10, 4 is like below average.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me close my door. It keeps
Heck,
smoking.
they rated Quantum Error better than this.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
That, that,
I haven't played it. I probably won't play it until like till it comes to Game Pass, because it's not a game that I'm really
And coming
looking
to Game
forward
Pass
to.
for a while, my friend.
I know, but it's not a game I'm looking forward to, so I
Yeah,
don't really
Which one?
mind
Hold on. Which
waiting
game?
on it.
Which game?
Call of Duty,
Oh, Call of Duty.
the
Okay,
last
yeah,
one.
yeah.
To be honest, as a Call of Duty player, I would not cry one bit if they took campaign out completely.
I don't
I
think they'll
mean,
ever get rid of the
I
campaign
don't think they
completely.
will yet. I was just gonna say real quick. I do like, to be fair, like Plume Network. I don't know if you guys know him. He's part of the XBI team. I do trust his, like, you know his opinion a lot, and he went through the campaign. He said to him is not one of the best ones, but it's also not one of the worst ones. Like,
Okay, hold
there
on, hold on.
there
So
are some
let me
other
let me ask you a question.
worse.
Who's playing "The Floor Is Lava"? Because that was my song. My
Oh,
wife and I,
sorry, that's my son right now. He's in
dude. Here's
the.
what's crazy. My granddaughter came over. No. My wife was babysitting my youngest granddaughter, and she was just googling songs, and she found that song and this other song. And don't laugh at me. No lie. My wife and I will put that song on randomly with no kids around.
Oh, really?
And I mean, listen, like, hold on, who's playing it? I'm like, yo, wait, how are they getting the song that yo, that's my song. The floor is lava. All right, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, my son loves that.
You gotta look up another one called the 100 song.
Oh, okay, he was, well. My oldest was driving me crazy like a few months back with "It's Raining Tacos." Oh my god, it was like
Raining
everything, everything.
tacos.
I'm gonna send you I'm gonna send you the song, the 100 song. That's the song. All right, anyway, I'm sorry. All right, let me say this. I listened to those songs and I told my wife, I said, I should make a kid's song. She was like, what? I was like, yo, I should make a kid's song. So we've been like laughing and joking, trying to come up with little, just for fun.
As long as it's not Baby Shark, the song that makes your ear
Baby.
bleed.
But
Shark.
but going back a little bit on the topic,
Okay.
with the reviews. Last week we actually had a developer in our podcast,
Uh-huh.
and he used to do reviews himself. And he said some very, like, interesting things. Like, for example, he said that at the end of the day, we are all biased, because we all like certain things. Like, for example, he's a huge horror game, so is it biased for him to review like a horror game? Because, like, at the end of the day, he's kind of gonna lean into that type of game. So it's like, it's hard to, like, review a game, because, like, the person that's reviewing it, he's basically reviewing it on his experience, on what he likes, he doesn't like. So,
Right.
you know, at the end of the day, IGN, they pick someone, that person does the review. He's gonna review it based on his ideology. So, yeah.
Well, you know what's
Ah.
funny? So to be fair, this is why I try to be fair. Notice what I said earlier. I said I played Spider Man. I gave it a 10 out of 10, right? I thought it was a masterpiece, right? I was able to play the game and say I thought the story. I reviewed. I gave a story, the gameplay, and the graphics, right? I felt what Spider Man was
I hear you a little bit low.
great, huh?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I thought the story was great. I thought the graphics was great, and I thought the gameplay was great. So I gave it a 10 out of 10. Now, my personal favorite, so I think people need to separate if they can. Sometimes you can't, because I get what you're saying. You should be able to say this was as being a gamer, right? This was a really good game just based on the story, the graphics, and some people might throw in music. I don't really throw in music. I think that's super subjective. But story, graphics, gameplay. But then I have my favorite game. For instance, my all-time favorite game in the world is Prototype. I love part one, part two. I just love the gameplay, graphics. Story was like a little campy, but that's for me. But the best game I ever played was The Last of Us part one when it very first came out back on PlayStation 3. So at the time, that experience, right? So I think people, if they could do a review and say, they go into my best category where I'm not saying how much fun this was for me because my fun is subjective. I always tell people, if you want to find a game you really enjoy, find a game that the repetitive nature of the game you love. Prototype, the repetitive nature is the gameplay. I love throwing people into helicopters and cutting them in half and running down the street, slamming people, grabbing people, going on top of a building and jump off and slam into the ground. But is that the best game? No, because I've been playing games long enough to be like, anybody would play that and be like, bro, do not give that game a 10. I understand that. So I think if you could look at games that way and understand what you personally like versus what you personally think is really good. Like if you could recommend to somebody and be like, listen, you might not say it's a 10 out of 10, but you'll probably be like, no, that was a really good game. Whether you give it between a 7, 8, 9, and 10. So
Yeah. Personally, I don't like giving like scores. I prefer like saying like I strongly recommend or I
okay.
recommend, I don't recommend, something like that. But
How do you
Yeah,
like to
that's kind of
recommend
like how
games?
I am. Like I don't sit there and review every single game on Metacritic or
Yeah.
Steam, after I buy it, whatever. Like that's just time waste, and I'll tell y'all in person or in chat or something or on here whether if a game's good or not.
Yeah, I don't really like recommend it. Like I don't like recommending stuff because I'm a weird gamer. I'm a picky gamer. Stuff I like, I don't think people necessarily gonna enjoy it as much as me. So it's like that's why I stay away from recommending things. I just know I'm a picky gamer and I'm weird. Like I really, really like when I said it. TPG was like, "What? Out of every game for Spoken, dude, I played for Spoken for like an hour yesterday and I already beat the game, beat the DLC. I just listen. I like the game, all the magic and stuff, but I would never be like, oh, I strongly recommend for Spoken. No, I'll slap myself before I tell you I strongly recommend for Spoken. You know?
I think when you
Well,
recommend,
it's an open
or
world game, so you're able to do more stuff on the side.
Hold on, what games?
I said it's an open world game, so you're able to do stuff
Right.
on the side after you beat it, right?
Yeah, I mean that I like that. I like sandbox games like a Grand Theft Auto where you could just run around and keep doing stuff. So if you like the repetitive nature of the game, you could keep doing it over and over. Like Prototype, I could beat the game and still run around and slash people. The cops come chase me, and I run down the street. Same thing for Spoken. I'm just running around fighting enemies. You know,
Yep, yep,
yeah,
yep.
I was gonna say real quick. I feel like when you gonna recommend something to someone, it's kind of good to like you know, for example, when I used to work at Micro Center, yeah, I always try to get as much information from that person because that way you get a better feel of what that person might like or not like.
right?
Whoa, you used to work at Microsoft?
I was
No,
about to
Micro
ask you.
Center.
Oh,
I thought he said
I was
Microsoft
about to
too.
say, no wonder.
Wait, I said, did I say? I said
I thought you
I
said
meant Micro
Microsoft.
Center. If I said Micro, I meant Micro Center. But I think I said Micro Center.
But yeah, I'm glad Sour Blow's here because we're gonna continue on this Xbox stuff and the physical talk. Y'all remember Walmart was downsizing the Xbox games?
hmm
I heard
Well,
that.
now it's Target.
Ooh.
Yeah. Uh, from what I could tell, all retail stores they're starting to downsize their electronics games actually quite a bit, unless it's Nintendo.
Right.
Bro, if there's no physical copies of Xbox games at GameStop, like that's it, game over.
Uh, I
I
don't think
don't
we'll
think
ever
it's
get to that point, but I'm talking like the major retail chains, your Targets, your
Yeah, I
Walmarts,
don't.
your Best Buys. They're gonna
Right.
start coming back on all this because it's space they could use for
Here,
something else.
here's what's smart about Microsoft. They just did one of the biggest and secured some of the biggest titles. There, you would never say there's game over because we're like, dude, oh man, there. Listen,
Game
some
over for
people are
physical,
gonna follow
not for
Microsoft because they'll have
Xbox,
some
but for
great
physical.
IPs. Oh, go ahead,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Well, it's just it's a matter of physical media on at least on the Xbox side. At least it seems like it's being phased out. Like, hey, just buy it
Can
digitally. Why not? Why
can we
not just
start
buy it
getting
digitally?
discounts
Well, I
digitally? I
think
mean,
what
we're
the thing
not
is,
paying
and
for shipping, we're not paying for the cover, you
see,
know.
I always give Microsoft credit. I think they're always in the future. Like you typically what they do is way ahead of the game. So I think people a lot of companies are traditionalized, like they stick to what they traditionally have done. Microsoft, and I think because they got a lot of capital, right? They could say, you know what, we project this is where gaming is going, so we're going to do this now. We know it's not going to be popular now, but it will be in the future, so they get ahead of the game. I mean, if you look at
Okay, but
DRM, you look
let's
at
be
just
honest here. When was the last time you went into a Walmart, a Target, a Best Buy, and bought an Xbox game?
or bought any game besides a Nintendo
That,
game, probably.
Right
Especially
there.
Walmart
That's the thing, though.
that's why
Nintendo's
they're
their
doing
number
it.
one seller. That's why
especially
their
Walmart
size.
because Walmart censors the cursing in the game.
They censored a curse in the game. I didn't know
Yeah,
this.
they censor it.
Just, don't be surprised if Nintendo's the only one at Walmart left. Everyone else is bailed out, and
Might
Nintendo's
be.
like, no, we still make a shit ton of money off our freaking physical
Well,
sales.
yeah, because
Yeah.
they pride on those.
Because Nintendo, also, I'm just gonna say this, I think it's because Nintendo people still like having that feel of owning their game. Even though
No, but
technically,
I know y'all guys don't like when I say this, but I think a large majority of Nintendo basis is children. And when a parent go to buy a kid a toy, let's say the parent
see,
that's not into gaming, they don't think I'm gonna download this. They go to the store to physically go and purchase something. Well, it just makes sense.
you say that, but then you look at the Nintendo fan base, it's mostly 30-year-old men.
Well, that but do you got kids?
No,
So do
no,
you
they,
know
they
other people's
actually
kids?
they pulled up the numbers and Nintendo. There's
Most of
more
Nintendo's,
grown-ups playing. Yeah,
yeah, it's
Yeah,
more
but hold up.
grown-ups.
So when they look at those numbers,
Yeah, old people,
the when you see a lot of
girls,
grown-ups,
females.
those are people in Japan and overseas. But if you look
Dude,
at the
I'll tell
United
you,
States,
go to a retro game convention, it's mostly Nintendo people. Very
yep.
few fucking PlayStation and Xbox guys around, and they're all sitting there buying Nintendo crap.
I actually went to one recently, and it was full of Nintendo retro.
Exactly. Dude, I went to one, I was like, okay, let's try to find something PlayStation related. I could find it pretty quickly, but a lot of what people were focused on was Nintendo stuff. Like
well, you got to
people are
think.
paying
Let me ask you
people
this.
are paying $200 for a copy of Pokemon Red.
But listen, let me ask you, who's been out longer, Nintendo, Xbox, or PlayStation? So what would be
Nintendo.
retro? Nintendo stuff
Nintendo.
would be retro. Like it wouldn't make no sense for you to go to a retro convention talking about, oh, I got this from the PlayStation. I don't look at PlayStation as retro.
But
And
their
if anybody's
consoles are.
younger than me, it's harder for you to look at it as retro.
Well, like I went to a retro convention trying to find a Last of Us collector's edition. I was like, come on, everyone else has got these fucking Pokemans. No one's got the Last of Us. Come on.
Because that's not retro. That's not retro.
PS3's retro though. It's considered
PS3
retro
is
now.
not retro. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, PS3's retro. Look it up, dude. It's considered a retro console now.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, how much you want a PS3 60 gig for? Because I still got one.
I'll give you $80 for it.
That's the back.
100 if it works.
You said it's retro, so I need to get big time beat.
No, you need to hear the joke. 80 for if it doesn't work. 100 if it does.
Yeah.
But no, it doesn't surprise me. You know,
Nah, but I
physical
think
media is dying.
gaming is
There-
cool, though, man. As long as you.
I was
you
watching
find
this
game you like.
YouTube video not long ago where they were talking about like how they've noticed like all these big chains they're just downsizing. Like you go and like a lot of places like Walmart, especially the ones near me, dude. I swear to God, their fucking game aisles are never restocked ever.
Okay,
And
imagine you had a Series X Cowboy, and you had GameFly. What if
Okay.
GameFly stopped giving you the physicals of Xbox?
Hold up, give me the scenario and Ron, if you really want to join, the link is pinned to the chat.
Well-
But go ahead, give me the
I'll be
scenario.
right back.
I'm
Well-
saying
well-
like, what if GameFly stopped selling the Xbox and you had an Xbox? Like, would you feel hurt by that or
Hold up.
any kind of way?
Oh, if I had an Xbox. No.
Well, if
I don't-
GameFly stopped doing that, then they're kind of
So-
isn't that their business?
Yeah, exactly.
It would mean they
Here-
will close.
Yeah, exactly. No, he's saying if they only stop doing Xbox games, is what he's saying. and if I had an Xbox. This
Oh,
is
okay.
the no. So honestly, I'm a different breed, man. I don't get mad by a lot of stuff. To be honest with you, I understand these companies are they're allowed to do whatever they want to do. Like I don't care. I don't care if PlayStation go out of business tomorrow. I don't care if Xbox go out of business tomorrow. I don't care if Nintendo. I just play video games. So if one doesn't supply it, the other one will. I don't get caught up in the who does this, who does that. And also, guess what? These billion, trillion dollar companies, they could do whatever they want. I don't have stock in them. I don't control them. So if Microsoft said we're not doing physical, oh well. If PlayStation said we're gonna cancel The Last of Us, oh, I don't, look, dude. I don't. I'm very different from a lot of guys, and I'm not pointing fingers, but a lot of people hold on to specific things and get invested. I'm just a fly by night. I wake up every day and say whatever the world got. I'm going after it if I want it, and if it doesn't have it, then I don't cry over spilled milk. Maybe it's because I'm 47 years old and it's my third marriage, and I got 4 kids. My last one about to be 18. I don't know, but I just don't look at the world as a lot of people. So if your scenario, if Microsoft said we're not doing physical, and then GameFly couldn't do physical, I'm like, oh, guess what? Guess what? GameFly used to do they used to do PC games. Guess what they don't do? PC games, because PC stopped being physical for the most part. So I don't really care. It wouldn't bother me. What? Sorry for the little rant, but I
That's
really
a
wouldn't care. Really wouldn't
that's a
care.
good answer there.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter.
So we're gonna bring something back up from last week.
All right, let's do
So
it.
when we
Let's do it.
first talked about this last week, we thought,
Okay.
bye bye the cheaters. But come to find out, and here comes the conspiracy. Come to find out, the cheating controllers, all they did was update it to spoof as a Xbox license controller. So it
What the
basically
hell?
did nothing to combat the cheaters. What this did do was alienate players like that play fighting games. Say like Obi Rose with his hitbox.
Hmm.
He can't put his six hitbox on an Xbox console
Oh,
unless if it's a
So,
licensed thing.
so you're telling me this bootleg controller I have right now, right here in my hands, I
Yeah,
can't
it
use
won't
this on
work.
Xbox anymore?
No, it won't work. So and here's
God, I
another
forgot
thing.
how fucking
They
fake this thing is.
alienated all the disabled people because you go to Xbox's accessibility controller website. This is their website for the accessibility
Okay,
controller
well, I like
for
this
the
is
disabled
covered
people.
underneath their
So
official.
they recommend you buy this, okay? When you go to this, it tells you to buy this adapter, which is what they are blocking
Mm,
because this is what the cheaters also use.
man, Microsoft, when you shoot yourselves in the foot, you just aim right for the blood vessels, don't you?
I,
Is that a potential lawsuit, Cowboy?
I don't. I'm trying to understand this. So they
But
don't want you to use certain
Third-party
peripherals
controllers
for.
that are not authorized by them.
It has to have
yeah,
the stamp. It has to say
Okay.
Xbox approved or whatever
Okay.
stamp on it.
yeah.
The
I was
Xbox
talking
stamp.
about that the other day. I understand them doing that, but I did saw it coming where like at the end of the day, cheaters are always going to find a way around
They're
things.
always going to adapt.
So they're always going to adapt. So let's see what they do. Like you know, the
So
cheaters
basically,
adapt it. Let's see what
Yeah, I
they
mean,
come up with.
you
yeah.
know, the
So
thing is,
basically,
you
what
can't.
Xbox is gonna have to do, they're gonna have to reach out to these people and be like, "Hey, you want a license?" You know,
Well,
But
you have to go
we
around and be
can't.
like, "Hey, you want a license? You want a license?"
Yeah,
Kind
we
of
but
can't
thing.
expect them to
Unless
snap
they
their
make it
fingers
themselves.
and things change overnight. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So when they do something, if something else combats what they do, it is what it is. You know, I think the thing is, especially because we watch stuff on YouTube and we're on Twitter and we see something and we instantly comment on it, right? But things take time, right? So like, look when patents come out. It'll take companies years when they make a patent and then that patent become a thing. So you know, you just got, I feel like gamers are the most impatient people I've ever met, and that's all it is.
But let me ask you this, Epcat. That adapter you're showing right now,
Uh-huh.
does it say in their page there that they recommend that, or where did
They recommend the quad stick, which is the thing you blow in. Which there's a streamer out there. I think his name is something No Hands, but he blows into these hoses and he's able to play the game because he has no arms or whatever. And this is the adapter that you plug it into.
but is there any other way to connect that blowing thing?
No,
And that blowing thing is okay, something extra.
unless they go to PC or PlayStation.
Okay. Yeah, then that's something they have to find a way around. Definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that's a probable cause for a lawsuit. Because
Look what Maker
honestly,
said.
in my opinion, it does because you're
Maker's
alienating,
But it can't connect.
certain kind of people.
It's weird that it can't connect to their their controller, the control that's for like that kind of stuff. Because usually that one comes with all sorts of connections for those type of devices for people that do need, that have accessibility issues. Usually they're pretty good on that side with accessibility controllers and all that. So I find that a little bit like.
Mm.
Look
Yeah,
what Maker said though.
Maker says that it's okay. That like the adapter controller would be safe.
it would still work because
Yeah,
I got something I want to
from
actually.
what I'm hearing, it has to have the seal, or else it's blocked. That's what I'm hearing.
official seal
I mean, well,
Microsoft quality.
if you look at that, I mean, it's not the official seal, but it does have like an XP. I don't know if that, and it has the I don't know. But I guess you have to just wait and see what they say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some. FK, you got something else? I got something I could jump in before you go to the next thing.
You want to finish up with Xbox before we go to that?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So this was announced today. Xbox
Right.
is inquiring in World to bringing AI characters, side quests, etc. to Xbox games.
Cool.
I think that's cool.
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 Cool. Where's the hate?
Eh.
Where's the AI hate?
No, I like honestly.
Let me boot up my AI here. Yes,
I'm a
I
forward
hate.
thinker.
I
I'm the
hate.
guy
Where's the
that.
hate? Where it sounds like hell?
Nah, I'm the guy that I want. Man, I want the world to just keep pushing forward. I'm not afraid of Skynet or whatever. I would love to see what they could do
Hey,
with
first
AI in
Skynet, he's
gaming.
got a shotgun. He's ready.
Yeah, I'm
Come
like
on, you
literally.
robot
So
bastards.
basically, Xbox is gonna be like just making games with an AI.
Yeah, but considering where you're just pulling this article from, Kotaku, they're
No,
questionable.
but spoiler alert, they already are working on AI in video games.
Yeah.
And even Sony, it's making moves for that because
Yeah,
at
why
the end of the
not?
day, that's the future. It's
But
gonna.
Why
you know
not?
what the smart thing is? Sony's not
That brings up
announcing it.
no, they did.
They,
Fuck!
Sony announced iSize to boost cloud
No,
capabilities, which
cloud
is
capabilities.
AI
It's not
software.
AI. It's not AI. It's cloud
It's
capabilities.
AI.
No,
It's
it's not.
AI.
No, it's not.
It's AI. They're
No,
both
it's
evil.
not. I'm in
Yeah, when I
denial.
read that, I don't read AI though. When I read that, I don't read unless it's specifically
Yeah, I
spelled
should
out.
know
that
something was
that
good.
specifically is not AI, but
I
they have
should know that was
mentioned
exactly what he was gonna
AI.
pull up next because he knew I was gonna go overconfident like that. God damn you, FK. Damn you.
Applying machine learning. You see it? What I have highlighted? Applying machine
Yeah,
learning.
But
That's
look,
AI.
that's
But that's
different.
not
That's not the same
AI.
thing. That's not the same thing. Machine
That
learning
is
has been
AI.
around for a while. Machine learning is just to make the architecture and stuff like that just better in the game or try to adapt to make it better. AI is like artificial
no, that
intelligence.
that that is AI. Though.
Yeah, yeah, but it's a character using AI on a character is different from using
Oh, okay,
AI to
okay, I
make the
get what you mean.
background.
Okay, okay,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Yeah, it's two different things.
You want shitty side quests? A goddamn human's gotta make it.
Yeah,
All
but
right, cool.
imagine if AI just get really good and start making some amazing stuff. I mean,
Then why
dude,
the hell do we have those humans?
exactly.
Yeah.
Start firing
I,
some people. I want my games to be AI
Neil
generated.
Druckmann will become an AI.
Well, you know what's
Neil
crazy?
Cuckman, ready to ingest.
I watched this movie last night, and it's funny. Mr. Urban told me about it a while ago, and I forgot he did. So when we was watching it, I told my wife, "said We seen the trailer?" She said, "I didn't see it." And Urban was like, "Yeah, I sent you a trailer weeks ago." I was like, "Oh, so it's called it's that alien movie, FCAT he was talking about." And so I watched it last night, and I'm like, "Yo, did they like? Is this like AI? Like, did they make this movie? Like, it's
Dude,
so."
just watch the Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, bro.
Uh,
Like
no,
the
no, but
whole
see,
bad guy is an AI thing.
no, but well, this is different. Like, you watch the movie and it just feels different. It feels like it's like a different vibe to the movie. Like, it feels like, I don't want to spoil it, but it just felt like, I don't know, it was real, how do I say? I don't want to say artsy, but it was just like, it felt different. It was an alien movie, but it, like, all of what they went through and showed, it just had a different feeling to it
what's
in a
the name of the
good
movie?
way. Let me look it up. It's
Alien.
what was it? Mr. Urban, where you at, man? What's the name of that movie? I know he's watching. I'm gonna find it because I put the trailer in the chat last night. It was cool. I'm not saying it's the greatest movie in the world, but I'm just saying it had a. It was. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but it was very different. Like, it was interesting. Maybe I gotta
All the
pull it.
movies I've seen with AI is like the bad guy. I mean,
And again, I
Terminator,
don't
The
know.
Matrix.
Well,
Um,
most movies, aliens are always the bad guys. So
Okay, yes, no one will
we don't
save
have
you. No one will save you is what it's called.
no one. I have not seen.
You want me to show you guys the trailer?
I mean,
I'll
sure.
give you.
wait, is that the one with like it's like a little kid?
No, she's
Okay,
not a
okay.
kid. I'll just show you I'll show you the artwork, I guess. But it was interesting. I mean, I think it's an interesting watch. I can't say much more because I don't want to ruin it.
Sorry, I'm
Yeah,
making dinner right
don't
now.
spoil. Oh, you're good.
I'm making chili with hot dogs.
Oh, that sounds really good.
Yeah, man.
Damn, I have that
I'm
too.
on a diet too. You're
Uh,
making me hungry.
it, it's this one right here. If you guys ever seen the thing for it.
Okay,
Oh
so
no.
I just want to quickly say this. You know that movie Her, the one with Joaquin Phoenix?
Oh God.
Dude, we are getting so dangerously close into that
Oh
actual
yeah.
territory. I'm actually
Oh
afraid
God.
now. No,
Is
apparently
it
Oh,
this is a study that just recently came out. I don't know if you'll touch upon your regular real life podcast,
Oh yeah,
cowboy.
tomorrow. Yeah, yeah. What is it? I'll write it down to talk about it
Uh,
tomorrow.
basically, there was a study found that there are people out there who actually connect with AI voices better than they do with actual human voices.
What does that mean?
Basically, they actually are more okay with being with an AI than an actual human being.
What?
yeah. In Korea, they're actually like they have a stuff like that for people to like date AI,
Hmm.
which is kind of wild.
It's crazy. Like we're starting to get into that territory, man. I'm starting to actually get afraid.
I'm
Are
not
are
afraid.
you AI?
No,
You know why? You know why it doesn't bother me? Because
Sure.
we can't live here but so long anyway. Like, I mean, dude, everybody's gonna. I mean, I don't want to sound morbid,
well,
but
it
I'm just a
helps you actually
realist.
have a actual woman and people to talk to, but some people don't have that benefit of
I
having a
mean,
life.
I'm just a realist. I feel like what if somebody wants to do something you don't want to do. I
Yeah.
mean, stop worrying about what they're doing. I don't know what to tell you.
The robots are taking over.
And you ain't gonna live that long anyway. Like, we all got what, 90 plus, 80, 100 plus. Like, come
Man,
on,
I'm telling
man.
you,
Like,
I'm gonna get my head in a fucking jar like from Futurama, and I'm just gonna torture
well, there
people
you
for the rest of
go.
their
But like,
existence.
we get so terrified of the world. We ain't gonna be here that forever.
But yeah, go ahead and pull up what you got, Cowboy,
All right.
before we
So
get into
here's what
PlayStation.
I want to talk to you guys about. Let me look real quick. Maker said it uses machine learning, which is a type of AI. I think he got what it said though. Using AI mobile is definitely better than humans. We have more AI generated characters and complex story. Let me see what movie. I said the movie. Let me see AI and machine learning is the same but different. Different without distinction. Without distinction, as I would like to say. Let me see. You guys got me. Actually, AI. Maker probably is AI, and I met him in person. AI is the future. If you had a job dealing with the public, you will understand. That is true. That is true. It'll get rid of my job. I just got a brand new job, and they push hard this IVA system that they would like the customers to use. But you got to think about it. If they use that, they wouldn't need me. But at the end of the day, I listen. Whatever is best for the company, I don't really care. It's not my company, so. All right, so check this out, guys. Um, I want to ask you guys about this. What do you guys think about? And I want to get into the Xbox stuff too. I didn't look into them yet, but we can talk about it. What do you guys think about the PlayStation free games for this month? I watched the trailer and I didn't realize this was a third person action adventure aliens game. And for me, I like third person action adventure. So I was told my wife, I said, "Oh, they got this aliens game coming out that you and me can play together." So that's kind of cool. Mafia, I have no interest in Mafia. Never liked Mafia.
Wait, you never
It's
like Mafia? Oh my,
no,
Mafia
I
1
don't
and
like.
2?
You know what it is? I don't like older set piece. Whenever it's an older set piece, I always back up. I'm like, and I know some stuff is good. Like I remember watching Pearl Harbor, 1942. Like the movies was amazing, but
Mafia is great.
yeah, I mean, I remember playing Mafia 3 on Stadia, and it was like, I just can't get into it. But again,
I didn't like
I get it.
Mafia 3 that much.
Yeah.
But 1 and
Um,
2? Love them.
and then I didn't realize they had a Dragon Ball Z asymmetric game, so I'm definitely gonna check it out because I do like asymmetric games. But so I mean, I could play Mafia and run around just because it's like Grand Theft Auto, steal cars and do nonsense.
No,
So
but
I
it's
think,
it's more linear. It's like a story. You have a linear
oh, so you
story.
have to follow it.
Yeah, I mean you can go a little bit out of your way, but it's not like Grand Theft Auto where you have a whole like, open world.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's like
Uh,
it's divided like by chapter. So you
okay.
should try to give it a shot. The story is
Nah,
great.
I think I'm good. I'll play it just to play it, but yeah,
All right.
Ron
How
said his
dare
only
you?
game
Wait,
is
how
AI.
dare you not like what I like, huh?
I know,
How
right?
dare you not
I
like what I
know.
like at the exact same time?
Shame on me. Shame. Shame. I
uh,
took an L because I didn't like the game that you like. Man,
What game are
crazy.
we talking about? Mafia 2? That actually
Yeah,
is a pretty
Mafia
good
2.
game.
I'm telling him, Mafia 1 and 2.
Oh look, Maker said
Great.
Aliens Fireteam Elite came out on Game Pass. It's okay, but not great. Okay. So yeah, that's the game I could. My wife and I, we just
Yeah.
put like probably 10 hours in Streets of Rage over the past few days. Like we've been playing the survival mode. It's just a beat 'em up. We just beating the hell out of enemies, and we're addicted to like leveling up our characters. So it's stuff like that I get to play with my wife, which is cool. So I can see playing this Aliens game. I'll have to see what's up with the Dragon Ball Z because I'm not a Dragon Ball Z fan. But what are you guys' thoughts on these three games? Like give me your
Mafia
breakdown.
2, good. Aliens is okay. Dragon Ball Z Berserkers, funny enough, they just announced Broly's coming to it.
Oh
So
wow.
that's kind of cool.
Okay. All right. What about you, FCAT?
It's about a C
I'm I'm
for
I'm
me.
I'm, I'm with TPG. Like
Okay.
Mafia is great. Aliens, okay, and then
Okay.
uh, yeah,
It's
I'm
about what
pretty
I
much with
expect
that.
from Sony at this point, like just kind of keeping it average.
See, you know what's funny? This is where my brain is. I don't even think about, oh, I'm great in Sony. I was just talking about the games individually. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I get it though. You know.
Yeah,
But
what's interesting is gonna see what's gonna be part of PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium this month. I
okay.
want to see what we're getting for those.
What are the I'm looking up the Xbox November games.
I have a question
Well,
for
remember,
if you
did they
if you
just
don't
stop
mind
doing?
for TPG.
Sure.
What would you think? What do you think about this? If PlayStation would do the following, they have a game. Let's say Spider-Man 3, for example, right?
Mhm. Spider-Man
So,
3.
for example, I'm just giving an example. That's why I'm going
Okay.
like way out of like. Yeah. When they release it, they give you the option. You can buy the full game at full price, or you can you can buy, for example, part one, which is like 25% of the game or something like that. And that 25% also will come day one to one of their servers, to their, let's say, PlayStation Plus. And then like, I would say 3 to 6 months, you get the next part. So that way you
I
kind
don't
of
think that's a.
incentivize.
I don't think
No,
that's a good idea.
but you will still give the option to whoever want to buy the full game. They can still buy the full game.
Hold on, I'm trying to
No,
explain that again. Hold on, say the scenario again.
Basically, what
okay.
it sounds like, he wants the idea of either you could, if you have PlayStation Plus, you could have the full, actual game for $70, whatever, and then, but if you have
No, no,
PlayStation
no.
Plus,
You don't have to be a plus member. You just
you could just
the
have it.
same way.
Or
Yeah,
if
the
you
same
have,
way you can buy it now.
yeah, but if you have Plus or Premium or whatever the fuck they call it, this weird service,
Yeah.
you get like half the game now, and when it comes out, and then like down the road, you can finish the rest of the game.
No, no,
I
no.
don't
Yeah,
think
Wait,
that.
you
wait,
get
wait, wait.
portions. Like you get
Hold on, let me ask
portions
you this. No,
every
no,
so
no.
often.
That would be terrible.
Yeah,
One,
that's like, no
imagine
offense,
if I
that's not the best idea for them.
yeah,
Right now,
because
what their plans are very simple. Wait a year or two after the game's kind of peaked in its popularity, then put it on PlayStation Plus or PC, whatever, which one they wanted to decide first. Then, do the one you didn't do first. I mean,
hold on, here's my issue. Dude, I could play half the game and gotta wait? What?
yeah, see, that's
And
where
That
you
would be
lose me.
crazy. They'd be
that's
like,
why
bro, now you might as well just go buy the game because you played half the game and you liked it and you want to finish it, but you can't. That would be terrible.
well, terrible for us, not for them.
Oh, but I thought your question was you asked him what would his thoughts be? Who would want that?
Oh no, I said, oh, what did you? Oh, come on. Sorry, my son is here.
Yeah.
No.
Did you I
No,
sent
you're
you that
okay.
other song. You gotta play that other song for him.
Oh, actually, the screen.
No, I
So
So
think what as far as PlayStation Plus they should do, I have to say this, I'll keep pitching for this until the day I die.
what do you think?
PlayStation, I think what they should do for PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium members is give them a subscription to Crunchyroll, the lowest tier, and then for the premium members to get like the middle tier at no extra charge.
now let me
Because you
ask
know
you.
how many fucking many anime fans love
Let me
Crunchyroll, but they
let
don't
But you
me
want to
ask
said
you
pay
it,
this.
for it?
anime fan. What if I'm not an anime fan?
I was just about
Well,
to say that.
I'm an
I don't.
anime
Well,
fan.
here's the thing: you have to remember too. Sony owns Crunchyroll. They own Funimation.
No, no,
They,
no.
they
But his question was, what if you're not an anime fan? Because I'm not an anime fan. So
well,
how
then you
does that
don't.
help him?
Then that's just one part you don't have
The
to.
screw
You
you.
don't use.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, no,
funny,
that's
but
just a
that's
part you don't
real
use.
though. So
But
here's the thing: some people will get mad at his comment. No, he's right.
No, he's right.
Everything can't be for everybody, right? That's
I
real.
mean, they can have movies too. They
they
have
Yeah,
did,
they did
sort
do
Sony.
that.
of,
Yeah, they did do
sort of.
Okay,
that. Yeah.
well, there
You
you
know,
go.
look at this. The Star Blow. Solid Gear said Mafia 1 good, Mafia 2 trash, Mafia 3 had potential.
Wait,
Ho,
Mafia
ho,
2
ho,
Oh,
ho,
trash?
what?
ho,
What?
No,
Mafia
no.
hold up.
One
Mafia 2 is
trash?
actually
Mafia
what?
3 was a masterpiece,
What?
and it depicts New Orleans perfectly. Like, that game is bomb.
Mafia 2 was amazing. I don't know what it's talking
See,
about.
Yeah,
that's the
Mafia.
Trash.
thing. How dare somebody like
Trash?
something you
How
don't like?
dare?
How
How
dare?
dare you disagree with me?
I'm
You just
suing
took a L because he said the one you like was trash.
you.
I'm just saying, you took an L, bro.
Solid Gear, I think you're trying to start a war here, sir.
Just
Assuming
saying,
you're, sir.
just saying. Oh no, so FCAT, what's your thoughts on the 3 games that's gonna be on PlayStation Plus? So they got the Aliens, Fire Team Elite.
Oh, so that's kind of like Left 4 Dead with
No, no, no.
aliens.
This one isn't like Left 4
No,
Dead. This is
it was like what's that one? Zombie. Hang on.
No, this is like Left. Yeah, oh, Left 4 Dead. You know,
The
in my
zombie
head,
army. Zombie army. It's kind of like
yeah,
zombie army with
yeah.
aliens.
I was thinking of Dead by Daylight. My bad. But yeah. So
Yeah.
this is a
No,
three
that's a
man
asymmetrical.
fire team. Third person action adventure game. Which I was telling my wife that
Yeah,
obviously
I'll probably download that one, or if it's on streamable, I'll stream it.
okay. And what's your thoughts on Mafia 2?
I like Mafia 3 better.
Okay. And what's your thoughts on Dragon Ball The Breakers? It's an asymmetrical game.
I don't know. I don't like asymmetrical, so I'm not too
Okay.
big on Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I'm not big on Dragon Ball, but I do like asymmetrical games, so I'll check it out. Okay, so guys
You
help
done
me
with
with
this?
I got the Xbox games, and I don't know if this is
Game
correct.
Pass. Game Pass.
Yeah,
The only
roller
reason
drum.
why we're still around is Game Pass.
We're getting
Hold on,
roller drum,
is this
baby.
correct? Right? Xbox Game Pass free games for November 2020 for November 2023. Um, so
Yeah, I
Xbox
think
Game
that is the
game.
first way.
All you gotta worry about is roller drum. It's gonna be a
So
big
are
hit
these
on Game
available?
Pass.
I'm trying. They're talking about a bunch of other games. I'm trying to find just the games. Why can't I find just the games?
Here's all
Probably
the games that have been
clickbait.
added Game Pass so far. No one cares.
No, I think those are
Are there
the.
any
You,
exclusives? No.
Are they?
Okay.
These are them.
yeah.
Ain't no Call of Duty, so no one give a shit.
So wait. All
So
right. So hold on. Let me look. Let me look. So we got one of the Yakuzas, right? That's what this probably is, right? So
Yeah,
Yeah, it
it's
is.
like a dragon.
all right. So
Yeah.
ultimate tier that covers them both: medieval, open world, RPG, cloud, console, stylish. Let me see. Where's the names of them? Already got
Thirsty Shooter is that next one. That one.
okay.
Football Manager,
Okay.
2014. Oh, there you go. Like a Dragon, Gaiden,
Okay.
the man who erased his name.
and roller drum.
Dungeon
Roller drum.
4,
Hold
Wild
on. What was that?
Heart. That's
Oh,
Wild
Wild
Heart.
Heart. That's gonna get shut down. Why
Yep.
would they put a game
Let's
that's
see
shutting
here.
down on?
I'm
Probably
looking on.
their last try, maybe. And then
Okay, so can I tell you guys what I'm reading
Ultra
from
and Coral
Xbox's
Island.
website?
Oh,
Hold on.
yeah.
Which one?
So Xbox's website says available today. Like a Dragon Nishi. Funny enough, I just bought that game. October 19th, F1 Manager 2023. Then City Skylines 2 on October 24th. So what we're in November. So why the fuck? Oh, they had a Dead Space, the Dead Space remake on there. Nice.
Yeah, Dead Space is on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Trying to
Also,
find.
like I
I'm
said,
trying to
roller
find
I,
them.
drums coming
I played
November.
that one. Pretty good.
You ready for me?
What? Dead Space? Yeah. Actually, me and my wife we played and beat that.
Oh, the Persona
Over
5's leaving. That sucks.
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready, Cowboy.
All right, hold on. Let me do something real
Oh,
quick.
ready.
All right, so I just want to show this real quick. People can actually visually see it. So you got Dead Space, Football
That's what's
Manager,
on there now.
Thirsty. Oh, that's what you pulled up.
Yeah, that's what it's on Game Pass now.
It's so funny because I'm trying to look it up and I don't see anything for November.
Yeah, I was trying to find
It was the ones
that I was looking at earlier.
yeah, that you were looking at earlier.
Yeah,
Fair,
that and roller
Yeah.
drum.
fair enough. All right, let's go.
All right, we're gonna jump into PlayStation news, guys. So the game director of Last of Us says he's still working on factions.
No
That's cool,
shit.
man.
The game wasn't
So,
canceled, it was put on ice. There's a difference.
I would love to see what they come up with.
Dude, I swear to God, if we don't see it in the next couple of years, I'm gonna be.
Yeah. I mean, if the game was like super advanced to the fact that they even like said it was gonna come, wasn't it 2024 originally? So I'm
Mm,
assuming they have it pretty well like
there's never been a date for this
developed.
thing.
They're
It's
never
like
gonna think.
I think Cerebral. I think the issue is that Bungie said they didn't feel that this would be sustainable,
Yeah, yeah. But
money
Well,
wise.
how's Bungie doing?
yeah, true. But I also think that
We'll get to that.
not every multiplayer game has to be like a game that is a game as a service that has to be like for years. Like, give us a multiplayer game that we can just jump
Well,
in and
it's
have
so funny you say
fun
that
for.
because I think a lot of people forget this little multiplayer game Sony came up with not long ago, Ghost of Tsushima Legends. That was something they
Yeah,
just came up with on the fly.
Wow.
That's really good.
yeah.
And
So,
But
Bungie said it in the past tense.
should this game be standalone or should it be included with The Last of Us Part Two remaster, remake, whatever?
Standalone, clearly.
Yeah, at this point, make it standalone. Because I definitely don't want to buy The Last of Us 2 remake for even
I
Game
do.
Pass. Oh,
I'll
screw
buy it
you.
20 more times.
you're part of the problem.
Hell yeah. Look at my 20 copies of The Last of Us Part
You
2.
got you got to think about it though. It's not really a problem, right? When you think about it, if he's that gamer that he can't wait for them to remake a game that he used to love. I mean, he's not a problem. It's
Used to
just
No,
love.
it is. No, I disagree. It is a problem. You know
all right.
why?
What's the
Because there's other IPs that I want from Sony that they're not working on it, and because
yeah,
they
but
keep buying it, they keep remaking the same game when they can
okay,
be using
I
that
hear you on that. But
resource and
listen,
that
so just
time
just
to
name
bring
name
me
one.
bring me Siphon Filter, please. That's what
Okay,
I
so
Not
want.
let me say
happening.
this.
Siphon.
Let me ask
Isn't
this.
that
Let me ask
Ubisoft?
this. Let me ask
No,
this.
that's Sony.
Do you think if they
Uh,
brought back Siphon Filter, it would make more money than The Last of Us 2 remake?
I don't think so.
Because that's what it comes down to,
I
son. And
don't.
I get. So
You
here,
don't
this is
know
why.
that though if
Okay,
you don't
but
But
okay.
try.
Here's the problem though. You don't care, but Sony cares because Sony is the one paying for
right,
it.
and this is why a lot of gamers get mad at me and say you're thinking about the business. No, I'm just not. I don't want to use the
No
term,
shit.
but I
It's
use
like
it.
these places are a business or
Yeah, I'm
something.
just not a moron. I just get that they want to make money. Like I would be like I don't like to go into things and be like, well, this is what I want. Do you really think they care what I want? They care what makes money. So I can't. I'm not gonna be silly and be like they should stop
Little Timmy,
making.
what do you
What?
want more of? Fortnite. Okay, we'll get more Fortnite.
No, it's just I get it. I get when someone personally wants something. Hell, would I love to have? Would I want Microsoft to stop everything they're doing and make another
Prototype.
prototype?
Prototype.
Would I want them to stop everything? No, you gotta tell Activision to put Call of Duty on hold right now, so you can make a prototype. But that would be foolish.
Well, we'll know the day Cowboys in charge of Microsoft because they'll come out and announce Prototype 3's in development.
Yep. It's like, oh yeah, he got some stocks in Microsoft. But no, but
Damn it, he got in charge.
I get it. You would never hear me say, I don't think they should make another, they should be working on I don't know, give me something there. Another
should,
Fable when they could
here's
be
a question.
working on Prototype. No.
Here's a question, guys. Should they make a DLC for a DLC?
Okay,
Because
well.
according to this, God of War
Oh,
Ragnarok
ha 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 ha
DLC.
ha. You're fucking hilarious. Aren't you the funniest fucking person ever?
But wait, Purple said, I just want them to give Microsoft to give me DLC for Ski free. What's Ski?
What's
The
what's
fuck is
ski?
ski?
I don't even know what's ski.
What's that? He said, damn, FK.
Hey, F Cat, that burp's for you, buddy.
That was
That's
funny.
for you.
You know what?
So Ragnarok's not a DLC.
Well, you know what though? Some people do feel God of War didn't have enough difference. I can see it, but I think the thing is, God of War is a story. It's story driven, and it's a continuation, just like Zelda, right? So it's kind of like you had to have some of the same stuff to feel like you were going from one thing to the next. You know, but if it wasn't a continuative story, then you could have just threw you in a whole nother realm. You know, but
Okay, so my theory.
Wait. Is
If
Purple
this is
talking about that crappy ski game that they put on Windows, like on Windows 3.1 or something?
I have no idea what she's talking about.
I never even heard of it.
Yeah, there was like a ski game on Windows. It was free,
E3
and
was
it
the
came
greatest PC
like
game ever
pre-installed.
made.
To quickly talk about this God of War stuff, from what the rumor I heard is this DLC will focus on Atreus after the events of Ragnarok, the game. Which I'm kind of interested to see how that plays out, because
Oh yeah, look, FCAT, we
maybe we
didn't
go to
mention this.
Egypt.
Cubini is right.
Oh,
We
that's
didn't
next.
mention.
That's next. That's coming up.
Okay, all right. Hey, Cubini, stop trying to cut the show off. FCAT know what he's doing.
That's coming up.
Yeah, Purple said, "You watch your mouth, FCAT."
We might as well bring it up now since you already done
Go ahead.
brought it up. But yeah,
Yep.
Insomniac
Knew this was
says
gonna happen.
Miles Morales is going to be the Spider-Man going forward.
I'm not gonna be the guy to put the spoilers out there. If y'all want to, the game been out long enough. But I mean, if you get to the end of the game, you know, you
They
kind of
basically tell you that Miles is the Spider-Man for New York going forward.
So
Yeah. And I think this is actually a smart decision because one, if you play Spider-Man 2, you know everything didn't end very well for Peter, so it's
So
kind of smart
some,
for. Go ahead.
for some reason, the woke crowd disagrees. They only want Peter Parker as
why? It's
Spider-Man.
because
They
Miles
only
is black. Is it
see
because Miles is black? Hey, hold on. Hey,
Wait,
Sour
the
Blood,
woke
Hey, he's
crowd?
Puerto Rican. He's Puerto
Hold on,
The
Rican.
Sour
woke
Blood,
crowd
you
doesn't
supposed to
want
be like,
him.
no wait,
You
Sour
mean the
Blood, you supposed to be
anti-woke?
like, is it because Miles is Spanish?
Yeah. Is
Right.
it because he's Latino?
Right?
Come on,
He's
man.
got black
So,
skin.
yeah, man.
Uh,
I can't stand when these kids come in this door.
I mean,
Dude,
I,
honestly, it
personally,
makes sense. It makes sense.
I think if it makes sense in the story, then it makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see a big deal about this.
Yeah.
Cowboy, as a black man, are you offended that there's a black Spider-Man getting his own game series now?
I am upset because I like Peter better, and damn it, I do. For real, I like Peter more than Miles. I enjoyed the first Spider-Man more than I enjoyed the Miles DLC. My bad, the Miles game. And but I will say this: they did a great job with Miles in Spider-Man 2, so I like him more now, and I will be okay. But if after Spider-Man Miles Morales, they was like the next Spider-Man is only Miles, I'd be like, man, because I personally wasn't into him, but they did a good job to warm my heart up to him in part 2.
I
think this
just
is the
want to
best version.
know where's that Static Shock game? Come on.
That's Warner Brothers. You gotta go talk to
I
them.
Yeah. So we done with this? Something we brought
I don't
up.
have much more, but my wife just brought me guys. Oh, Sandy, I talked to some lady today at work, and she was like, the best sweet tea ever made is from Popeyes. Have you ever had it? Do you like it? Is it the best?
No.
Guys, check it out. I got. Let me do show and tell real quick. FCAT.
No problem.
You know what? I always have a problem putting myself on the screen. There we go. So, guys, bam! The butterfly shrimp from Popeyes.
Why are you doing this to me?
Hold up. The red beans and rice. The sweet heat sauce. And you guys, you know what you got to get? Oh, man. A biscuit. And I got I don't know what she got me to drink. But, and guys, I bet you this costs more than $12.
I can almost guarantee that.
Did she get you the strawberry biscuit? The new strawberry biscuit?
No, she didn't give me the new strawberry biscuit.
Oh, you gotta try that.
Yo, man.
But yeah, last week, remember we were talking about the PS5 digital needed to pair the disk drive, whatever.
Yes.
And everybody thought it wasn't a big deal. Well, come to find out, the disc version requires it too.
What's up? Hey, put this in the fridge for me.
Cool.
No. Yeah, and during the day, could y'all make sure y'all don't leave her in here? I don't know, but she came here early.
So this is just more signs of the digital future, I guess, or to try to stop people from
We live in a digital
stealing games. So not only the digital PS5 Slim has to pair the disc drive, but also the disc version has to pair it also.
Okay.
So it wasn't a special thing to the digital.
You know something? Oh, I was gonna say.
Okay.
Now that we all know eventually the physical is gonna disappear. The only NFTs to me that make sense right now is make video games NFT, where the game you can actually keep them and then trade them off or resell them.
Right.
Why don't you do
Yeah,
that
but
with the
you know what's
digital?
crazy? When people talk about that, people are like, no NFTs, no NFTs. You know?
Yeah, I mean the problem is with the NFT. What they've done up to now is like little like images or little like icons and little things that you know
Mhm.
to me makes no sense. But if you make something of value actually, and then see that it's worth like for example, you purchase a movie instead of you like just having that movie there. If you already seen it so many times and you don't want to see it anymore, if you want to trade it off with a friend or like gift it to him, then that makes sense to me.
But let
But
me
not
ask you
like
this. Let me ask you this, Sarah Blow. What if I want to pay for these little knickknacks that you don't care about?
I mean, you can do it, I guess, but at the end of the day, that didn't
Like a
work
Mortal
out well.
Kombat fatality.
It
Yeah.
didn't work out well for a lot of people.
Would you buy a Mortal Kombat fatality, Sarah?
No.
Uh-oh. He
You
no.
know what would be cool, but then at the same time, then every developer will have to be like in the same like page where like you buy a sword from like let's say you buy Cloud Sword, and then you can use that sword like in a entirely different game. Like that would be kind of cool, but like it's that's never gonna happen because it's like
You know
every
what's crazy though?
developer has to be like in
I
the
feel
same.
like honestly, I think the thing is we often want something right now, right? And I think we can't. These companies can't get to any of that because one, they need to make some revenue in order to like. Okay, if I if I made little BS stuff, right, to make money off of, because right, or I could make something I spend more money on creating and people don't buy, and then I just don't make then I don't get make my money back. So I feel like
Word.
we always want this right here, and we don't think it takes this to get to here. And so it's like everybody complain and say, no, this is BS, this is nonsense. And those developers like, yo, you want me to just jump out there and take all this money to make this big thing you say you'll buy? Like I remember in Stadia community, people would be like, if they got this game, I'll buy it. And I used to sit back there, you're a lion. They're like all the petitions for Elden Ring. Get Elden Ring Stadia. I'm like, none of y'all gonna even half more than half didn't even want to buy the game. So it's like it sucks that it's like I bet as a developer it gotta suck. You want to make something, but it costs money to make money, and then everybody like this is terrible. And you're like, yo, I guess. I mean, like
Yeah.
I don't know. It
Man,
I just
I
feel
spent 4 years working on this game, and you know it's gonna be the best game ever. This game sucks. 0 out of 10. Fuck you, dude.
oh man.
But the breaking news today is, guys, unfortunately,
Uh-oh.
PlayStation consoles are losing Twitter integration.
Oh
No.
no! Not
I
the
didn't know.
Twitter integration. What's Twitter?
So
I
the
didn't know that
same
was
thing
like
that
that.
happened to Xbox is happening to PlayStation now.
So wait, is Xbox losing Twitter but gaining X? I mean, yeah, or
X
No,
gonna
X.
give
so
it to you.
what this is where you can share a clip or a picture directly from your console to Twitter.
You know, I just it all goes back to just one thing. No one cares enough about Twitter to use Twitter on other devices, really,
Well,
such as
I
a
do
phone.
see a lot of people like they post their platinums and stuff like
Yeah,
that
but it's like, how many
on
people are
Twitter.
really doing that? Is the
Wait,
question.
isn't Twitter real life? That's
No,
fine.
no, Twitter's not real life.
So yeah,
uh,
No.
so Elon's fucking up.
Yeah,
You know what though?
he's been fucking up. You're just
You
not
yeah.
know, you
realizing
know,
this.
you know the thing is though. I think what we don't think about, right? I bet you they do like. I'm sorry, I come at this at a different angle. I worked for a market research company for 20 years. So right, I guarantee they did market research and they was like, dude, it's a very low amount of people who use this feature, and we cost money to sustain it. And they just was like, the shareholders
Right.
like, So where could y'all cut to make money? And they're probably like, okay, let's go over all the things that not many people utilize. Right? I'm not saying zero, so don't take it as zero, but I guarantee it's if they do market research for a reason. Even with Microsoft, Microsoft is not stupid. They do market research and see that in the future, the projected numbers for this thing that people hate. Excuse me, hate right now. I hate the cloud. It's stupid. Why would you spend money on a cloud game? This and that. But the projection way off, right? Not tomorrow, shows this is going to be a benefactor. So why not lean a little bit into it now so that in the future you'll be like, oh, you know who does that? Or you'll probably think they do it better because they did it for so long. So I don't
Yeah.
know, man. I'm a
Yeah.
visionary. I see things
Well,
for the future. I don't like to be stuck in it.
word on the street, they are adding stream broadcast directly to Twitter,
Okay.
but that's a rumor.
Yeah, Twitter is working on that. Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing with
They
these,
they want that damn Twitch money.
yeah, the thing with these big companies, like kind of like Cowboy kind of hinted, it's a battle for them more for like the future. So they do like plan ahead, like way ahead of time. I think
Yeah.
with Microsoft, because of the money they have, they're able to like
Yep.
see things like in advance and take these bigger risks.
Yep.
Whereas a company like Sony, sometimes they have to
Can't
wait a
do it.
little longer, because they can't do it.
Yeah, I listen,
Yeah.
because I'm not stuck on the Xbox, Microsoft, or PlayStation, Sony. I just see it for what it is. I give Xbox their credit where I think they deserve their credit. I give PlayStation their credit where I think. Now, you might give them different credit for different things. So I can't say like you need to agree with me, but I just think Xbox is a smart company. I think they're trying to be a future-proof company. They're looking, listen, them securing Activision Blizzard is going to really help them in the future because where let's say, oh, you feel they fell off on something else, they could fall off on something else. Like Sourblow's said, they could lose something, but they got enough money to sustain them. But now they're going to have these big IP that's going to bring in a lot of money. So
Yeah.
by default, they're going to be okay. Like let's say like I don't like Halo no more, it's falling off. Well, guess what? They're going to have all the money that Call of Duty makes. So if Halo just happened to
Yeah.
die, as FCAT would say, it wouldn't hurt them. But the general gamer would be like, oh, they're going downhill because they stopped making Halo. They'd be like, but is it
Yeah.
hurting our bottom line?
They
Bottom
got
line,
other shooters too. So it's
huh?
like, they got a bunch of other shooters too. So it's like,
Exactly.
yeah.
So speaking of
But
Halo, guys, we gotta really deep dive into this because this is crazy
okay,
stuff. The Bungie Destiny situation.
Oh
So
my
they laid
god.
off all kind of people. They even laid off Michael Salvatore, the composer. This guy made freaking great music for Halo and
Oh, okay.
Destiny.
I'm so holding in a rant for Bungie. This isn't the time, though. This isn't the time. Not yet. Not yet.
well, you know what's crazy?
Not
It's
yet.
like I said. Started talking to Obi Rose, and he was mad that Marvel versus Capcom 2. Yes, I'm talking about a game that's super old. That the servers aren't on anymore, and he bought digital, and so he can't play his game.
Oh
And I said,
no.
so did you think your money for the game meant you was going to be able to play it for the rest of your life? So here's the thing: this composer, he could have made all the great music and everything for it forever. But guess what? That didn't mean he was going to be on the payroll
There's no
forever.
such thing as job security right now in this world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's where I'm
But
going with it.
Unless you really are like a high up CO, then it's like okay, maybe you're secure.
Listen,
Whatever.
your job could be gone too. But go ahead, Sarah.
I was gonna say I agree with that, but I also feel that the way they did it is the problem. Not only
Yeah,
like
because the
the
guy
them,
like
but yeah,
supposedly was going on vacation right around the same time he was laid off. And apparently, the
I
rumor is
mean,
that
I
what
mean,
they did is they. So
look at
here's
what they
what the
did to
rumor is
Marty.
about the situation. Apparently, what happened is this. First off, this was a Sony decision. This was a Bungie decision.
Yes.
Just like most of these layoffs were. But apparently, what happened is they came to him and said, "Hey, we're gonna start cutting jobs. Simple as that. We're just gonna start cutting them. So either you quote unquote quit or retire." And we'll give you a big like severance package, because you left on
Right.
your own free will, or we lay you off, and you get nothing. Which do you choose? That's the rumor of what's been going on with these layoffs.
I don't
I
know if
mean,
it's that because a
look
lot
at
of people
what
were
happened
surprised.
With Marty O'Donnell with Bungie. That situation was like
Bungie is a very.
crazy.
I'm holding it in. I'm holding it in. We just need to burn through this real quick.
Now I'm gonna wait till y'all finish talking.
TPG is like I seen this story again. I seen this
Yeah,
I've
several
seen this
times.
story. I've
I'm gonna,
seen
I'm
it.
But
gonna, I'm gonna wait. I'm wait till y'all finish
but
telling y'all hypotheticals and your stories, and I'm gonna hit y'all with some truth.
yeah,
But
I,
let me know. Let me
but
know when I'm ready
let,
to speak.
let's kind of
okay.
move on.
Let me just
Yeah, go ahead.
let me just say this. What I think happened with all this stuff. I think honestly, not Destiny. Bungie is just trying to cut their budget. They didn't meet their expectation, which I think it was like what, almost 50% behind their expectation. So what they did was
43%. 43%.
43.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's huge.
Destiny 2 ain't doing
And
great.
yeah, they cut a lot of. If you look at the people they cut some pretty big people within the company
Mm-hmm.
that probably make a lot of money. But also,
Yep.
what I think hasn't been mentioned yet is that they would own like a part of their stock or something about like that because of the deal that was made. So I think they took that into consideration too, and they're gonna save like a whole bunch of money because of all these layoffs.
Yep. All right. So I'm about to go in there.
Um,
So some people
yeah,
ain't a little young to feel this. That company I worked at for 20 years. Telling you, I heard the story before. 2019. It was July 24th. Came to work on a Monday. Around 10 o'clock, this one guy left. He was like, man, it's been nice working with you. I was like, where are you going? He said, they're letting people go. I said, what? I called my wife or I text my wife and said, they might let me go today. She said, you've been there for 20 years. They won't let you go. About an hour later, Anthony coming to the office. Came to the office. Unfortunately, same thing. Real
We're
life. They tell
cutting.
you,
We're
listen.
cutting jobs, and
They tell you, listen,
we're talking to
you
you.
could get a severance package if you're just going to leave quietly and you can't talk about it, or if you got a problem with it, we're not giving you a severance package. That's how it goes. I said, hey, give me my severance. So I left
Hush
with a
money
severance. Now,
or no
hold
hush
on real
money.
quick. Let me finish this. I'm gonna tell you what's messed up. My
hush money or
friend,
unemployment.
real life friend, you guys remember when TK9 was like, who the F is Frank? Well, that's my real life friend. He's the IT guy. He had to do the kill accounts, so where they let him know, hey, we're letting go this person, that person. My man let go everybody that day. He was walking out the door at the end of the day with his book bag on. They said, oh, come here real quick. He came. They said, listen, we're letting you go too. They let this man
Oh my
kill all
god.
these accounts, and guess what? They let him go too. And I tell that story for this. A business owes you nothing. You know what they owe you? They owe you a paycheck when you're working for them. When you're no longer working for them, they owe you nothing. So I don't care who you upset with, got fired. They did it wrong. They did it. They owe you nothing unless they're paying you. So you guys, we gotta let go of. I just don't like the way they did it. Listen, payroll is the number one thing to save a company. They they could have kept me. They could have, but I worked there for 20 years. I was making a lot more money than the girl who got hired 5 years ago. Guess who they kept? They kept her, not me. Guess who was more valuable to the company? Me, not her. But again, I made way more money than she did. So at the end of the day, payroll is how you save your company. Your company's going
Word.
out. Matter of fact, guys, future up to date story. My last 2 weeks was um October 6th of my last job. I started my new job October 10th, which was that Tuesday, right? Do you know that day was my last day? They wanted me, they was like, oh, you got to leave the building. Like, you can leave, we're going to pay you for the rest of the day. I'm like, they're rushing me out. When I left, later on that day, one of the girls texted me and said, yo, they did a company-wide layoff that's later on that day. They let go so many people. Why? Because they said they wasn't making the money on the industry standards. And you know how they save money? Payroll. They get rid of people because that's how they save money. So honestly,
So,
I don't feel bad if anybody lost their job because it's just business. Now, if you got hired and they shook your hand and say, we'll never fire you, cool. But you let me know whoever got that deal. Because no one gets
but
that deal.
back to what you said
I'm
before
saying.
about going down the list and seeing what users are using less. Why didn't they target shutting down the servers for
No,
Xbox 360, PS4, Destiny 1? Hell, they could have shut
Wait,
down
those are
Destiny
still
1
up.
altogether. They could
I
shut
don't know.
down Destiny 1 altogether, and
Wait,
nobody
Destiny
would
1
bat
is still
an
up and
eye.
running?
Yes, it's still up and running on 360, PS4, Xbox One, and
Maybe, who knows? That we'll never know unless we know somebody that works for Bungie. But what I do know
right,
is, I guess the amount of
PlayStation
money they
3.
saved from letting people go was more than cutting off those servers. So,
That, in my opinion,
and
that's
plus,
what
you
I
got
would
to
have
think,
targeted.
cutting off the servers is a general perception, right? It's gonna make people think like, oh, how bad are they doing? Because gamers gonna visually see that they shut down all these servers, right?
Yeah, but
So,
Destiny 1
who
is
knows?
useless. It's a
I also think
useless
Yes.
game.
those stocks comes into play too.
Say that again.
Those stocks come into play too.
Oh yeah.
The stocks.
No, you know what?
Yeah.
You know what the thing is, I don't want to be the morbid guy. I'm a uber realist. Like I seen so much in my lifetime, like nothing phased me. I'm okay with like everything. If it was like, yo, I caught your wife cheating on you today, I'm like, bro, what am I supposed to do? She got feelings, she likes somebody. Guess what? I'm gonna get another wife, or I'm gonna just be single. I don't know what to tell you. Like it's just life. You either here to live life or let life live you, and that's it. You choose. Oh, I'm so mad over this, or you be like, I gotta get over it and move on. Like that's just. Yeah, I'm sorry to be that way, but this is how I sleep at night. I sleep at night because I just wake up and enjoy that day. I go to sleep and I plan on waking up and enjoy the next day, and I just keep doing it over and over, and that's how I keep a smile on my face.
But yeah, to
I
go
don't be like,
into
I
the
can't believe Sony is making the Portal. It doesn't even have cloud. Yo. Oh man,
let's go into the
my bad, my
Destiny
bad.
info. So they're saying that Final Shape must be a make or break moment for Destiny 2.
Spoiler, it's going to be
Mm-mm-mm.
a break.
Now, considering this is the very last DLC or expansion that we know of to come to
Mhm.
Destiny 2, I think they should just end it off there.
And
Yeah.
made part 3.
No, there's not gonna be a
No,
3.
no. No Destiny 3. No
They already
Destiny
confirmed there's no
2.5.
3. There's no 3 in the works, and
What should Bungie
honestly,
do
I don't
after
blame
this?
'em. I don't blame them. They should just give
No,
up on Destiny. Destiny is
no,
getting old.
Destiny.
It's
Listen,
getting
Destiny is
tiring. They
too
can't keep up
popular.
with the community's like
Listen,
wants and needs and
listen. Destiny is too popular of a game. You just said keep up with the community wants and needs. If they get rid of Destiny, how are they keeping up with their wants and needs of the
Is
people
it
who love
really
Destiny?
that popular though?
You
Well,
Like,
when they got purchased, they
kinda.
had like 200,000 concurrent players at that time.
Well,
So there
that's
was a lot
because
of
of
people
a
playing.
new expansion.
Two
Every
hundred
time a
thousand.
new expansion comes out,
and the
there's
new
always a
But
surge
expansion
but
of
makes
players.
new
but
money,
right there you're saying that they are a player base that's
right?
you know I think honestly what they should do is like you said they should end it like after this expansion like end it like no more like update but quietly start cooking and just
Mhm.
stay quiet for a while and then come out with something that will really like impress people.
We need a new IP. That's what
So
we
that well
need.
that would be great too.
So we have
But
Destiny 2
creating a new
players.
IP is not that easy, guys. A
Yeah,
lot of
Right.
so we
people
have
think
Destiny
like
2
you
players
just
are
snap your finger.
refining Final Shape because of the layoffs and stuff.
yeah, yeah.
Especially if
Honestly,
they're hurting
I,
I
like
don't.
this.
I
I
don't
don't think
blame
they're
the
taking a
players at
chance.
this point, dude. I've been holding this in.
so so
Destiny.
so let me give y'all the insider knowledge here.
Yes,
I,
sir.
I I've
Uh-oh.
been a part of the Destiny community for quite a while,
Oh, I
and
thought you
this
were gonna
is
say you were a
frankly
Bungie developer.
no, this is frankly fake outrage because let me tell you something. Every time they say, "Oh, Destiny's doing bad. Destiny's doing bad. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit." Every new expansion, they always come back.
Yep.
They always come back. Every single expansion. So knowing that they pushed Final Shape from February to June, people were just like, "Oh, I just want my $50 back." And when it gets closer to launch, they'll either pre-order it again or buy it
Yep.
at launch.
Listen, let me be honest. If you like a game and it's a live service and they give you that niche,
when you leave, you have to leave to go to something, right? I was one of the biggest Destiny players that I knew. I mean, I started a clan. My clan still plays Destiny to this day, and I don't play. Um, y'all seen the video? Real life. I walked it the day Destiny 2 was coming out that midnight. I walked in the store for just for Destiny 2 and bought a 70-inch 4K TV and a PlayStation 4 Pro just so I could think I was playing Destiny at the best I could be. Like I was a diehard fan, but guess what? What took me away from Destiny was another game. So I think you have to be ready to give someone else. So players really like, I'm done with this game. Then
You
where are they
you
gonna
bought
go?
you bought
They,
Stadia for Destiny 2, right?
I did, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was playing Destiny on Stadia. But I think the thing is, you gamers have to go somewhere else, right? So at the end of the day, like the people who say, "Oh, I hate Destiny, I hate Destiny," well, you got to ask them. So what are you playing? What did you substitute all that time you was playing? What did you go to? And that'll tell the story on how they really feel about it. If they say, "Well, I don't play nothing," well, then you're gonna be back to Destiny because you unless you found something
Right.
else to do, you have that itch.
Yeah.
Like it's a part of you. It's the
Same.
I
game you
mean,
play.
you look at the facts. Every single Destiny killer failed and flopped on its face because
Yeah,
it can't
No,
amount or hold up to what Destiny
you
is.
can't.
Destiny
What
has
Destiny
so
brings
much
to the table.
stuff in it, like it's ridiculous. It's
you
too big of
say
a game.
that, but the biggest killer of Destiny is called Fortnite, and it's still going. In
No,
fact,
no,
Fortnite just had a
Fortnite is
huge
That
not
Destiny
surge.
came
Destiny's
out before
competition.
Fortnite.
Yeah, Fortnite is not Destiny. First of all, Fortnite is the battle royale. Second of all, Destiny has no battle royale mode. That's not their competition.
Well, you know,
Right.
Fortnite didn't start off as a battle royale game, right?
Yeah, bro, trust me. I was playing Fortnite in the beginning. I paid $20 when it used to be
Then why aren't
$40
you
to
playing the
save it.
OG system, the OG season? Get all those new old
Nah, I
skins.
stopped playing it. But yeah, I know you would save money.
So so we
But
gotta bring this up also.
okay,
So a Destiny 2 streamer says that Bungie held a marathon gameplay summit for Tarkov, Escape from Tarkov players. So they were like, at first, Marathon was supposed to be a battle royale,
mhm,
and they were like, "Oh, if this game came out, if we came out with this game tomorrow, who would play it?" Like nobody raised their hands,
No,
damn.
it's like
so they
no
had to
interest.
change it to an extraction shooter. And now the release date apparently got pushed back to 2025, which everybody
Okay,
predicted it would come out.
can I go on a rant here?
Uh oh.
Oh,
Can I go on a
I was
rant?
waiting for
Right.
this. That's why I
Got
came
Go
here.
ahead.
permission.
Go ahead,
Okay,
TVG.
Bungie, you told Naughty Dog not to put out any information about the Last of Us Factions game. Something we've been waiting for since a long ass time. And now we're finding out you're delaying games, you're laying off employees. How about this, Bungie? How about this? How about you go mind your own goddamn business from now on? If someone wants to make a live service game at Sony, you shut your mouth, zip it, and stick to your own fucking trash fire. Fuck Bungie.
To be fair,
Woo.
I don't think Bungie just went in and said, "Hey, your game." No, I think they were asked opinion, and they probably gave their opinion, and
Right.
they
Who the
might not.
hell are they to give their opinion when their
They're
own
a
fucking
company.
community
They're
doesn't even like
hold up,
them?
hold up. They're a company that has a long lasting MMO, a live service game.
Yeah,
So I think
yeah,
that's who
and
they
and
are.
and they
Okay.
they might have given their opinion without even knowing that it was going to affect you know, the
That's
game.
true.
You
Just,
know,
I, it
we
just that made me.
we don't know what
Well, I
actually
found out
happened.
all this information. I was like, I just went on this. I made a video talking about it. I was like, I am just fucking done with Bungie. I've heard about like how they were charging their players up to fucking wazoo for shit. You know, like the story for Destiny's inconsistent as hell. It's everywhere. It's super new player unfriendly to the point that it's crazy. Like I bought some Destiny DLC because I was thinking like, okay, this will give me access to that DLC and I can get some of the better weapons in the game. The game doesn't even tell you how to access that fucking DLC at all.
It's there. It's there. If you, I can show you. It's
Yeah, I feel
it's
like the
there.
fucking 20 fucking menus this game has.
Yeah. Well, you know what's cool though? It's like that's how I feel whenever I try to play Warframe. I get so overwhelmed. I'm like, you know what? Never mind. Because Warframe
Exactly.
is
It's like
so cool,
no, I'm
but
done.
yeah,
I was
it's
here
just
for
so
the Last of Us Ghost Shell skin, but now you lost me.
yeah. So it's so. But I do get
No,
what you're
yeah,
saying.
no.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. But that's one of the things where I guess you need somebody
It's
to kind
pure
of like guide you or
frustration, dude.
something.
All right,
And it,
I gotta go.
all right, man.
Okay. Hey, Sour
Oh
Bro,
yeah,
thanks for
stick
joining.
around for this
And
next part.
no, thanks for joining. And let your kid play that song for your kid. It's really cool.
All right, hold on. My kid's making a mess here. Actually, I'll try to see if I can come back, but
Okay.
I got
Well,
I got I gotta
we don't
attend
got that
something.
much more.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just take off. So thank you guys for having me here.
You got it,
No
man. Have a
problem.
good night.
All right, have a
All
good
right,
night.
y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for
Let's
the
do it.
quantum error review?
It
You know you're the
sucks.
only
That
person
end.
that care. You know you're the only person that care
Guys,
about this. But go ahead.
so it's actually not that bad. So people are like comparing this game to Gollum and King Kong. No, it's not
Mhm.
that bad. Shoot, like in my own personal opinion, it's not even as bad as Starfield and Redfall. But that's my opinion.
Hold up. Say that again.
No, it's not as bad as Starfield and Redfall.
Okay,
Wait,
let me ask you this: how does it compare to Immortals of Avium?
Oh, Immortals Avium is way better.
Okay.
Way better. But so I kind of went into this thinking it was going to be kind of like a Doom 3 kind of thing.
Uh-huh. I know that's what you were saying.
Well, it's kind of that, but it's also kind of like Atomic Heart,
hmm?
Hmm.
if that makes any sense. And I remember both you and me, Cowboy, we gave up on Atomic Heart right
Yeah, we
about the
definitely
same
did. We
spot.
definitely did.
Um, I gave up on
Wow.
Redfall in no time. I gave up on Starfield in no time. For some reason, this bad game, quote
Mhm.
unquote, I haven't given up on it yet.
Okay. Well, it might be because the other games you named, you got to play on Game Pass for a subscription, and you wasn't invested. And this one you paid full price. That's the difference.
No, I don't think it's a bias just because I paid it. Because if it was
Oh
really
yeah.
bad, I would have like bitched at PlayStation support to give me a refund,
Okay.
you know, or never touch it again. But most of the reviews that I've seen, they're like citing the very first beginning. Okay, so when you start the game, there's like buku cinematics. It's very long. You don't know when it's gonna end.
Hmm.
Then when you're finally given a gun and you're shooting some guys, like that little space you're in, like it looks horrible. I agree to that. It looks
What you mean
bad.
your rectical? Like
No, like just the whole area and how it looks like graphically, like it's just bad. It looks like a freaking like a
it wasn't
dev
this game supposed
test.
to be like
It
real
looked like a dev
stellar?
test kind of thing.
I thought the
And
graphics were supposed to be like amazing and all that.
right. It's supposed to be Unreal 5.
Right.
Um, then it brings you to a tutorial, firefighter tutorial, which is stupid in itself. And once you start the game, you're kind of using melee weapons for a while till you eventually find a pistol. Then you're using a pistol for a while till eventually you start finding more guns. Then you're wondering, where's the zombies and the creatures and the crazy scary stuff?
Hmm.
Because all you're shooting is humans. Well, that comes later, and that's the thing about the videos that they showed. Like they didn't show like it doesn't get to that point in the videos to like a while in this game, and that's how I kind of feel like it's almost kind of the same level as Starfield because you're wondering when the game's gonna start get going
when do I get
and
to
getting
play the
good.
actual game I paid for?
Right.
So wait, did you beat it?
No, I didn't beat it. I'm still playing it. I beat the
Okay.
first boss, and I'm still on it. Now, like Dreamcast guys review. Like I hate that review. That's a stupid review. Like I only ran into like one bug, and it was a silly bug. It wasn't a grain breaking
Well,
bug.
Maker said Starfield is greater than Immortals of Avium.
No,
No,
Maker also said that he's completely full of shit. So
He also said he was
Starfield's
AI.
boring as hell.
he's an AI.
But they said
No.
they are gonna release a patch soon. That's gonna kind of fix
Okay,
some
so
things.
I gotta ask this question: when the hell did we start waiting for patches so a game could be tolerable? It's
A long time
ridiculous.
ago, since they
That's been
started
going
doing
on
But
for a
this is
implementing
like
while.
on
this has
patch.
been going on for a little bit too long, in my opinion. Like
Right?
developers, put games out, make sure they're in stable states. They don't have to be perfect, and just fucking. I'm sick of these. Wait
Yeah,
for
you know what's
this. Wait
crazy?
for
I don't think
that.
they'll do that because they're so used to. I think they have deadlines, and I think they're like, man, everybody patches a game later on. Like, dude, WWE get patches every time I turn it on. It's an update. I'm like, and they still haven't fixed the game crashing bug on that you run into online.
I'm still waiting for a
So
new game plus for
But yeah,
Spider-Man
that
2, so I don't have to waste those fucking 20 hours I spent grinding.
so the PlayStation ratings are bad for this game.
Hmm.
The Metacritic is bad for this game. I think it's in the 40s or something like that,
right.
and that's why
Damn.
people are saying it's trash and it's like King Kong or Gollum and it should be delisted
So
and kind of thing.
wasn't this game funded by Microsoft? Because I swear I heard somewhere
No,
someone was
no, no,
saying
no.
that.
There
No,
was the
no,
ones
no.
talking about the play
Yeah, they
the
were console
PlayStation
war.
version
Uh,
can't they can't put it on Xbox and
fucking
blah blah blah.
people will console war over the dumbest things. Oh my god, my game has an extra
Yeah,
pixel.
and the console wars are still using the Metacritic
No, but the
rating.
crazy thing is the developers of this game was the ones leaning in the console wars. They was putting
Right.
like
Really?
emojis like, oh, Xbox. I was like, oh wait, hold on. Did I just read like they're wilding? Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
it was pretty crazy. Yeah, they
Eh,
said that they were talking about the Series S and stuff like that.
in a
I
year
don't
of
know.
good, in a year of great games, we also have a year of shitty games. That's just
Oh
how it
yeah,
Yeah,
works.
definitely.
y'all want a
But
gameplay? Y'all want to see gameplay of Quantum Mirror?
not really.
No,
Not really.
no, I don't
Save
want to
that
see.
for
I don't
next
want to
week
see Doom 3.
when the update come out. Because what I want to do is watch
Cause
wrestling.
I
Typically
can
was
pull
in
up my
weekend.
screen
Nah, you
right
don't need to do
quick and
that.
show you.
But I got a question for TPG. So I heard
Yes.
you mention here's a un, unpopular opinion, TPG. You know what's crazy is I don't like New Game Plus. See, when you just said you need a New Game Plus so you didn't waste all that time, I feel like you're just gonna waste more time because now
Well,
you're playing
also
the
it makes
same
it
exact game.
easier to get through the story for me, so I can instead of sitting there trying to get all the materials and
Oh, look at that!
stuff.
I got the update.
So, like I was saying, basically, it's like I like having New Game Plus on these open
Uh,
world games just because then I don't have to grind as hard, so I can focus on the story and not sit there and worry like, oh, I gotta get this material and that material.
you know what helps me with that? I put
But
the game on easy from the beginning, and
I
then
think
yeah,
you should gamefly. You should definitely gamefly this cowboy
yeah, I will definitely. I think it's already on my list. Let me check.
because there's like two cutscenes that I've seen already that are like gruesome as hell.
You know I
I
like
mean,
that.
like, damn.
Yeah, hold on, let me look.
but yeah, I want New Game Plus for Spider-Man 2, and can't wait to. Because
So
also
yeah,
remember, like they added like a bunch of suits after the launch of that game. It was kind of crazy.
it
Yeah,
looks a
well,
bit choppy because of YouTube
yeah,
and the
it's this profile. It's this thing.
remote playing, remote play thing. This isn't how it looks. It
Oh,
actually.
there is apparently some news on actually about Spider-Man 2. If you guys
Okay, yeah, I
want to
got it
talk
on
about.
here.
Well, it was about Miles' suit that he gets in the game.
Huh?
Apparently, that was okay. So you know his final suit,
Right.
the one where his
The
hair sticks out and everything. Apparently, that was a design made by I think it was some kind of sneaker company or something. I forget it. Because it was funny enough. Have you ever tried PlayStation Stars? It's like those little fake trophies you could get by doing
Yeah.
certain things. That his shoe popped up in there. And I said this was part of a partnership with IKEA or whatever the fuck the company
Oh,
is
that's cool.
called. Adidas, yeah,
Yeah, Adidas.
whatever. Yeah, and it's like,
Thanks,
oh, that's kind
Megan.
of cool. Apparently, some people got upset
So
about that.
so this weapon wheel, I have all my fire stuff. Like you see, I got a saw, jaws of life, respirator, mask, heat sensor, radio. Um, let's see. This weapon wheel, I have all my guns.
Yeah, rocket launcher.
It's a minigun.
The minigun.
Well, no, I was saying that spitter looked like a rocket launcher.
It's kind of like a shotgun that shoots fire.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just got to the point where the game starts really picking up and
Oh
like
yeah,
getting
that's
good.
a fact I just learned today. Apparently, the reason why Miles Morales even exists as a character is because of Donald Glover. I didn't know this,
Really?
and he was actually in Across the Spider Verse as a Prowler. So it's kind of a nice little Easter egg there.
Oh, that's crazy. Did you know a nice little Easter egg? The original Miles Morales in the comic book was gay.
What?
Look it
Did
up.
not know that.
Yep.
I think he's like that canon. I think he's like that in the game or
Well, he has a
in
love
the movie.
interest in the game, which is a girl.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
He could
and
be both ways.
in the cartoon,
Oh
he
shit!
was, he there was a girl he liked. He had a crush on.
It's well, that's Into the Spider Verse. Is Miles gay? By explained. Oh, you want me to turn off my ad blocker? No. I don't see anything about him being gay in his original continuity.
Damn, that thing almost killed me. So here's your health thingy. You
Look
press
it up,
down on the
bro. It's
D-pad.
there.
They got these crates
I
they
remember
lying
when
around
Miles
that
first came out. My buddy who's super into
you
comic book,
open.
and he
I
was
like this. Good. He's bi. He dates Haley and Peter at the same time. Funny maker.
How's it look to y'all? Does this look as bad as King Kong? I mean, come on.
No, not at all. It reminds me of Doom. Like it looked like, like you said, Doom 3.
Yeah, Doom 3. Also, kind of reminds me of Atomic Heart too. Kind of mixture of Doom 3 and Atomic Heart.
So, Cowboy,
Okay.
to be honest, what'd you think of Haley as a character, the deaf chick?
Oh, I know you. I heard you. I don't honestly. She was insignificant to me. I mean, she was. I don't know, some girl who was deaf that he liked. I didn't have a connect. I'm not that into him, so I didn't have a strong connection to her. By the end of the game, he grew on me, but she didn't do anything for me.
Fair enough. But it was kind of like a nice little detail how she can't hear anything, so you don't hear anything except for like muffled noises. I thought that was kind of cool. Man, I'm gonna be honest here, FCat. Your gameplay here is pretty janky. It's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, that's from the remote play. And going through YouTube, it looks janky like that.
Well, if you're
If
playing
I
on
switch to the
PlayStation,
official PlayStation remote play, it would probably look better.
okay, you're playing off remote play on this.
Yeah, this remote play.
Why do that?
This is the only way I can show it on YouTube.
You know what you do? You want to give you a piece of advice? Get one of these things called a USB drive. Just get one of these. This one's 3.1. So just get 3.0, whatever. Hook it up to your PS5, and then what you do is when you record gameplay through the share feature, have it save it to your gallery, and then transfer it over to your thumb drive. Put it in your computer. There you go. And it can record. It can record up to 1080p, 60 FPS. I think actually goes higher too. That's how I get all my B-roll footage. Well, that if I'm do
So look,
gameplay.
I looked it up. The second thing I seen says back when he was first introduced, he was originally pitched as gay, but eventually Bandis backtracked and decided not to do it. Not to do that
Yeah.
later.
Okay. So it was a pitched idea, but they didn't follow through with it.
Yeah,
Essentially, it
later
sounds
on
like.
he made references to it, and in the universe, let me see, people like his mom and dad, though he might have been because if how much time he spent with Genki, but
Yeah.
yeah, now he's
I know there was
got.
this rumor for a while ago, before the game came out, that him and Genki were going to be in a gay relationship. I'm like, I don't see that. Genki doesn't strike me as a bisexual man either. Glad you guys still going. Gives me a job. Give me something to listen to on the job. Well,
So yeah,
here's what you're good.
this ain't that bad. I mean,
Yeah, it
Well,
looks
as people
amazing,
making
bro.
it out
I
to
can't
be.
wait to play it. Thank you for
Well,
selling
Kermit,
me.
you can hear this. Welcome to the Muppet Show! Yay!
No,
But wait,
I just wanted to kill the misconception because people out there are like, "Oh, this
oh,
game's like horrible, buggy mess, blah 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 blah."
mhm.
You know, all this and that. It's not that. Like,
Well, look, when people saying Spider-Man was horrible and buggy, and what I did, I showed the 4 bugs that actually happened to me.
look at this guy. You see this guy? This dude freaks me out.
Although it's kind of funny about the glitches when it comes to that game, because someone found a way how to play as Peter while swinging around, like not as Spider-Man Peter, like young Peter Parker. That was kind of cool. I was like, damn, I want to play as him. I want a Spider-Man's outfit now, where it's like just a face mask and it's like he's wearing an overcoat or something.
Hmm.
They gotta do more outfits for that damn game. I'm one of those people who loves his
What,
fashion.
Spider-Man?
Yeah, I love my fashion when
Yeah,
it comes to Spider-Man, especially the little Easter eggs.
it's
You unlock the
hilarious.
Wolverine suit, by the way.
I got the no, I don't think I unlocked the Wolverine suit, but I got the Black Panther suit.
Hell yeah. If you go to the Wakanda embassy, you can actually get a trophy, I think.
Yeah, I got the it's called Wakanda Forever. He got the
Yeah.
little ears on his helmet. Yeah. All right,
Uh,
This
FCAT, look, man,
is
I'm about to go
yeah.
watch wrestling,
You good?
bro. Thank you
Y'all
very
good?
much for showing us this amazing epic game that we all can't wait till we play. GPT, I just see he's TPG just clamoring for this game. You know, let me see. Let me see. It looks worse than Starfield. Um, let me read these last comments. He said, "Yeah, they didn't flesh her out enough." He's talking about Haley. Had a job meeting and I am back. Glad y'all are still going. Give me something to listen to. Oh, I feel bad on the job when I'm like, yeah, we're about to get off. I don't know. Genki was all up on Miles. Let me see. Having gay, trans, etc. on the job doesn't matter to me. I just hate when they are being deceptive. Let me be prepared. Oh, Cowboy Sammy versus Seth title match tonight. Really?
okay. If that's the case, guarantee there's gonna be a cash in.
Well, let me see. Good night, guys. All right, later, man. Yeah, Cubini, you could have saved that because I'm
Yeah.
about to get off and watch it. But oh, one last thing, one last rant. My wife just sent me the bill because she was like, "Oh, I'm hungry. I'm getting my hair done." She was like, "I want something to eat." I said, "Well, just go pick up food and I'll pay for it." She was like, "Okay, well, Michaela too," which is my 17-year-old daughter. I was like, "Yeah, just get food for all of us." So my Popeyes for me, my wife, and my daughter. She sent me the bill. It was $34.62. Oh no, I can't afford that. Oh wait, I can, so I could pay for a $12 Mortal Kombat Fatality. All right, I'm done. All right, TBG, shout out your channel, bro. Let's
Oh
go.
yeah. Right. Literally before I came on stream, funny enough, I just posted a review of Gen V, the boys spinoff show. It's actually a
Ooh,
pretty
I
damn
gotta
good
watch
show.
I gotta watch your review, bro.
Hell yeah. Just
Okay.
check me out at thatplaystationgamer.com. Or not .com, that PlayStation Gamer on YouTube. I don't own my own website. I'm not that egotistical yet.
Coming
Hey,
soon in
yeah.
2024.
And 2025, hell yeah, the same day, same year we're gonna get the Last of Us multiplayer game. Yeah.
No, good stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I finished it a little bit ago too, so I gotta check out your review, see what your thoughts were.
Yeah, I love Gen V. I love the boys in general.
Yeah, yes. Should so I don't watch animation anymore, but I kind of want to watch
Diabolical.
Invincible. No, Invincible.
Oh, Invincible. I would recommend it. It's pretty damn good. Made by the same guy who made The Walking Dead.
Does it remind you kind of the boys?
Kind of, in how gruesome it could get, but there isn't that many similarities. Like the boys plays it like everything's kind of like a joke, and Invincible kind of plays it as like straight up.
Okay. All right, cool. Yeah. FK, got any last things you want to say?
Nope.
I love
it.
Quantum Error is better than Starfield.
All right. Well, tomorrow, guys, will be back for another Reality Talk Show Tuesdays. Got some crazy stuff. I'm gonna bring up the thing you were telling me about TPG. I'm gonna look into it a little bit. The people
are more interested in AI than they are in actual.
Okay, I looked it up. But yeah, check me out tomorrow, guys. We're gonna have talk about everything not gaming, and then Wednesdays is Russell Wednesdays with the worst bugs in a game ever, but I love it, and we'll be back because it's the season finale of season 6. And then Thursday is Let's Get Random Thursdays. We'll see if I have a show this Thursday. I don't know, but I got a bunch of videos to put out. I actually went to the gym over the weekend, so my second time going to the gym after shoulder surgery, and I also had the crazy night where my friend's car got towed. And all this crazy stuff happened. So yeah, I'll put that out at some point. But Invincible is great. Yo, what's up, CMG?
Yeah, we about to bounce. I'm about to bounce, cowboy.
All right, man. Later. That's my man, FCat, guys. All right, guys. Well, with that being said, I am the Cowboy, King of Entertainment, and this stream was epic for one reason and one reason only, and I want you guys to say it with me, because I'm a cowboy. Oh man. And with that being said, and now I'm not broke because I could afford a $12 fatality, and your mama knows. All right, that's a bit much.
I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy! Oh, man! And now, your mama knows!
Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon!